Forgot to hit the intro. Give me a second.
Oh, no.
There's some music. Just kidding. There's some music. It's been almost 2 months. The things you forget in that short amount of time. But hi, hello, welcome back, everyone. We're going to take a few moments, as per usual, to let people file in, but also talk about what we got potentially going on and who we are, maybe as people, or maybe a bug fact. You know, you don't know. But, as always, and per usual, we're going to start off with one Edward Bosco.
Gross. I hate that guy. You can find me at EdBoscoVA on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and right here on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco. And that's me.
Yeah, fair enough. And next up we have Monty's good friend Shay.
Hello. I guess we can jump into it with like pretty simple bug facts today. We can talk about ladybugs because I just crocheted a little ladybug.
Aww.
Yeah. Ladybugs are pretty impressive. They eat like 500 plus aphids a day, or they can. So they're pretty good natural pest control. The only thing that you have to be careful with is that there are a lot of invasive types, and some plant stores will sell the more invasive types as opposed to like the more native ones. Here in North America, our native ladybug is the 7-spotted ladybug. But yeah, there are a variety of different ladybugs, different spot numbers, different colorations, white markings, no white markings, all sorts of fun stuff.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Thanks for letting us know. Next up we have one Level 1 EB.
Yo, you can find me on other people's streams, like all the time.
Such as
Monty's, or Zan's, or Hardsy's, or Bosco's, or Shay's when they stream.
Damn, that's crazy.
All the time
I don't want you on my stream.
Is that why you're refusing to do multiplayer Halo tomorrow?
Correct.
Yeah, you can catch me on Bosco's stream tomorrow for a Halo multiplayer.
April Fools.
They're taking 1 week off from the lasso, so I can play Halo.
April Fools.
Damn. Shay just showed us the crocheted little ladybug. It's very cute.
Oh, that's super cute, yeah.
Remember, at FanFirst seeks no attention at Blue Sky Social.
Yeah, notoriously famous, regularly posting on there.
Oh gosh, I forgot. I have to post the ladybug fact now.
There you go.
With zero context.
How much the shopping episode on Thursday?
That's true. And
the thick of it.
The facilitator of said shopping episode, one Monty Glue.
Hello, get in, bitch. We're going shopping. Hi, it's me, Monty Glue. When I'm not fighting off horrors in my sleep, you can find me streaming regularly. I did not stream today because I was busy fighting off horrors in my sleep. But tomorrow will be Vecna Eva Ruin. Wednesday, we will not be having a session due to just some scheduling stuff. It's fine. Thursday is Dungeon of the Bad Bage, where it's going to be your guys' point of no return, which is crazy. Friday is Sorted Games. Saturday is Phoenix Wright with Shay, where my favorite character I'd say my favorite character in Phoenix Wright has shown up. One of the favorite characters, and it's a great time. I love it so much. And then Sunday's my day off, leave me alone. Monday, possibly some sort of pickup stream. We're gonna be doing Space Marine 2 in the new year, but I'm gonna do like little games here and there on Mondays going forward. So yeah. Also, check out my Discord. I have a custom Space Marine fanfiction that is half finished that you can read with your eyeballs, and I also have been painting a lot of minis. So that's been me, Jazz Hands. Thank you. Also, fantastic charity stream yesterday. We did very good, and it was very nice. And thank you, chat. I love you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Well, speaking of a charity near and dear to my heart, we have one Artsy Heartsy.
Hey.
She's so cute.
No.
Right?
You can find me on twitch.tv/artsyheartsy, where I haven't streamed in like 1,000 years, but that's it.
No. What are you doing? Wait, Heartsy, what are you doing tomorrow?
Well, yeah, we've got Halo tomorrow, but also Evie lied. Evie is gonna stream sometime in the
No,
next
I
couple
would
weeks.
never.
We are going to stream. What, like right before Christmas? We haven't ironed out the
Sometime
exact
around
date
then.
yet, but we're gonna be doing another like archipelago randomizer with some friends. So keep an eye out for that.
You should watch Heartsy Through, not mine, because I'm going to be playing a Tunic randomizer, and if you haven't played Tunic, I ban you from watching my stream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can also go into Evie's chat and call them stinky. So.
Roo.
But
Which also reminds me,
that's-
happy birthday, Evie.
yeah, happy birthday,
Soon.
Evie.
Soon.
Happy birthday, Evie.
It's actually Draco's birthday before mine.
Yeah, but you and Draco have the same
Every
birthday, don't
before
you?
that.
Happy birthday, Evie.
All my friends and my boyfriend are born in December. It's crazy, dude.
Wait, I'm not born in December. Does that mean
Yeah,
I'm not your
you're.
friend?
No, you weren't
Timber,
born.
baby.
I didn't want you to find out this way, Heartsy, but I've been talking to Monty about it. You're not on the island anymore.
You're too cute.
What?
Yeah, it's true. You're so cute.
No such thing.
Well, if that is all, I suppose it leaves just little old me. You can catch me tomorrow, twitch.tv/distortiondevil for some more Back into Eva Ruin. Thursday, twitch.tv/montyglue for some Mad Mage. Friday, twitch.tv/distortiondevil again for some Cazador's Guide to the Cosmos. Saturday, we have off, so I might stream something. I'm not certain yet. That's up in the air. And then Sunday, twitch.tv/burnoutfawn for those who wander. If you want the times or anything else that I'm doing, you can check my blue sky at Xenos Grim. But for those new here, welcome. For those who would like to see episodes 1 through 27, they're up on my YouTube. The link of that is on my blue sky again. And for those returning to the Eternal Plane, thank you so much for coming back. We're happy to have you. But without further ado, allow me to change the music. Floating through a demiplane is a lone magical asteroid called Cold Rock. 5 friends, Kanata Oyuki, Serena Vanderstar, Koro Evis, Ash, and Fenris Karenray, find themselves within the center of a chaotic storm of changes and divisions within the society of Cold Rock. From undead foes, looming aberrations, and fiendish plots, these friends find themselves on the eve of a new era. Following an assassination attempt on Portmaster Kurnesh, the Stalwart Souls were informed by Amor, the Warforged wizard, that the Portmaster was placed under a magical stasis. It was reported that Kurnesh is on death's door still. He is stable, but that an unknown poison is threatening to end his life were he to be removed from the stasis. As such, Cold Rock stands leaderless. Amor requested the Stalwart Souls speak to each of the district heads to convince them to come to a meeting at the Gold Tower for something called a Rocksmoot to discuss what happens next. The party then went to each district head, often aiding them in their efforts to recover from the recent attack on each of the districts. But upon helping the Lord of Coin, the party would swear a contract in ways that bound them to a mysterious red ledger. The Stalwart Souls would then also find that the heads of the district had, but all representatives, somewhat represented rather, sorry, let me rephrase that, were accounted for, save for one, the Shrines District, that could not legally be headed save for someone who is undead. Thinking quickly, Serena was volunteered and decided to act as its head, at least temporarily. With the district heads now all gathered at the Gold Tower, the Stalwart Souls now wait to hear for what is next for the future of Cold Rock. Here we jump back into our story. Fenris,
I.
please give me an honor save.
What? Wait. Hold on. That's not a Serena roll. Wait a second. Okay.
Off to a good start.
Great. Awesome. This is not son of a biscuit. All right. First roll of the night. I'm sure this won't go poorly.
This is for how well you tidied up before the meeting.
Say again?
This is for how well you tidied up before the meeting.
Oh, God. Help. Honor. That's right. I'm good at this. He says with a 6.
6. All right. If that is the case, give me a sanity roll.
Oh, that's the one I'm not good at. Can we not do
Just
that?
for realizing how
It's
bad
safe.
your fit is.
Hey, you'll have an opposite roll because you've rolled bad on the one you're good
I mean,
at, right?
we'll see. 6. What? I don't understand anymore. Yeah, sure. 16.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
how roll 20 works.
Within your
get to
hands, Fenris,
Uh-huh.
sits a red ledger. Power pulses from the closed pages as a strong, song-like visage of voiceless whispers urge your ears to open it. An unearthly pull attempts to bite at your resolve as you feel eyes, maybe dozens or more, are looking at you from just outside of where your vision would lay focus. Then you see it. Past the countless bloodstains upon the red leather cover of this book is an engraving, the symbol of the Korshani Empire. Seeing this makes your heart nearly skip a beat, but then suddenly, to everyone's ears, the doors to the Rocksmoot room slam open. Kanato, Koro, Ash, and Fenris, you all see the various district heads clear the room where the Rocksmoot was taking place, many of whom seem to be in haste, anger, or disgust. They have been in there for nearly a half an hour, with the muffled sounds of shouting being almost inaudible to all of you. However, Serena, you return to your fellows with a heavy burden of knowledge, having suffered the beginnings, it would seem, of this meeting at the very least of the Rocksmoot. And as you do, please tell us, Serena, what are you looking like right now?
She's kind of got that pursed eyebrow look, like, tensions were high, things obviously didn't go well. I imagine she's probably one of the last to kind of walk out of the room, kind of just like looking after everybody, kind of storming off in their own way, and then looks towards her friends and kind of like walks over, kind of slow and kind of like apprehensive.
So, good news? Ash just kind of like, just trying to like encourage, like with a thumbs up.
She slowly shakes her head. I unfortunately don't think we have come to any resolution. We are
What about
only in a recess at the moment.
what
That's
about a general
politics.
consensus?
Consensus. She kind of says, well, things did not start well. Many were quite suspicious and irritated right from the get-go. There was a toast at the start. Only 2 drank from the beverage given to us. I saw a few outbursts. Amor and Henry and Lorga tried to stop a few, but the fighting was consistent. We tried to hold a vote, but we were not allowed to vote ourselves, and many seemed upset with the direction that could lead to. She kind of thinks the Weltane one suggested anonymous voting, but Amor wished for it to be open. when that clearly led to even higher tensions, it was decided that we should perhaps take a recess.
Was there an update given, perhaps, of the situation, or was that kept under wraps?
All that was said in regards to the Portmaster was that he was unwell and in a condition unable to fill his role. Several seemed upset or suspicious at that, but Amor was adamant that no one could see him and that we had to come to a vote to decide who would temporarily fill his role, so things are not fully known. They still only know the bare minimum.
So how are you going to proceed?
You look at Serena with like these pursed lips. It is so obvious that she didn't say a single word during the entire meeting.
Oh, God!
She watched chaos unfold before her eyes at like rates that like she could not interject at all. And there's like a 1,000-yard stare as she kind of looks back like,
Zan, above game question, 2 questions. Number 1, we're kind of in like a foyer area. Are all of the different heads of the districts scattered about during this recess?
As you look around, it looks like each of them have their own private rooms around the Rocksmoot room to delegate and to take a moment for themselves. You are kind of in a large building in just outside, or a large room just outside the Rocksmoot room that's kind of made for the people who would tag along the various heads of the districts.
Then as a follow-up question, would I know, as somebody who's been on Cold Rock for a fair amount of time and maybe have heard of a Rocksmoot or 2 happening in my time on Cold Rock, do I know if it is typically customary for no one to speak to each other during these recesses, or is it appropriate to perhaps have a sidebar during this break?
I think I would say that you don't have enough experience within the Gold Tower or this part of Cold Rock to really know that for certain.
Got it.
But as you're kind of looking there, you do see Amor finally the last to leave from the Rocksmoot room. Stalwart souls. Good to see you.
And you as well.
You see their metallic face kind of look towards the group. Low as I am to ask, I do believe I require your aid once more.
What else is new?
True.
What is your request?
Well, as you can see, each of the desperate, I suppose, district heads have gone to their rooms. We had one prepared for each, including for yourself, Serena. Feel free to take it if you need it. The Stalwart Souls, I believe, are the only trusted members or individuals trusted by all parties involved. Please, I would beseech you to go to each of them and hear their concerns. Try to sway them to vote for someone other than themselves. The more that we have vote for an individual, the more likely the power or the transition of power will be easier for us.
You read my mind. I was going to suggest it to Serena. I did not know if it was customary for us to be able to speak with them, especially if we're not part of the meeting ourselves.
I am afraid I blundered the opening of the meeting, declaring the Wilted One and Serena as leaders of respected districts. I was not expecting to see Lorga so alive and well, but it is good to see her as well. That being said, they don't trust me like they trust you. I may have been the Portmaster's right-hand man, but I have not, I suppose, done a particularly prudent job of maintaining social contacts between the district heads.
It's hard to be as charismatic as the Portmaster. I mean, you probably got overshadowed a little bit by him.
I never thought it would be my role. But regardless, If you can convince them to write down their votes by the end of the day, hopefully by the end of the hour, we can see this done. We need a Portmaster Regent, and this seems to be the only prudent way to do that. Once you've done that, report back to me. I will be in my room also ready for interview if you need it.
Does it have to be unanimous or simply a majority?
Majority.
It makes it slightly easier, I suppose.
We're not voting for like a pope here.
The one with the most votes, not a majority of the voters.
And that makes it even easier still. Thank you for your vote of confidence. We will give it our best effort.
He sort of nods before moving into his particular room. You see also an open door, Serena, tailored to be very dark aesthetic and very little lighting inside, seemingly tailor-made for your comfort. You see a number.
Sorry.
You see a number of what looks like orcs, devils, demons, and various other sorts kind of gathered around this large hall that you're in, kind of eyeing with suspicion each other. There is an air of tension between the various groups as they're all looking towards their respected district heads' doors.
Serena, if I might suggest, perhaps we retire to your quarters and discuss a strategy of who we might want to approach first, so we're not conversing out in the open.
Serena kind of nods.
I agree. I think that would be for the best.
Fenris will kind of stand up, and you'll all notice that he had that ledger in his hand, and we'll just very casually put it away and kind of take a deep breath and then wait for Serena to lead the way and follow them in if they so choose to walk that direction.
Cora will follow closely as well.
As you enter the room, you can close it if you wish, but those who are magically inclined immediately detect what looks like a sort of barrier that the moment you cross through, you cannot hear any sound from the other side, nor vice versa. As you are in a rather comfortable room.
Fenris will just, so that nobody kind of peers in and sees them talking, we'll just close the door so that it's just us. Well, we certainly have a lot of district heads to choose from. Is there anyone any of you are inclined to start with?
I mean, we probably know Amor the most. Maybe start with them, see what they vote. I mean, they're probably going to give a vote to someone other than themselves pretty easily. Let's start with the easy one.
I suppose that is sound logic. Above game, Zan, the labor fight was with the orcs. Was that considered the harbor district? Would that be under the harbor master's purview?
That would be the Tusk district, yeah, the harbor master's.
Okay. Fenris will kind of tap his skull. If you recall, before we left for the asteroid, we encountered the labor dispute that was going on. We seem to have lent a positive hand, and we could maybe leverage the work that we did on the asteroid to help with the Tusks district and perhaps their support for... I'm guessing we're looking to get Serena nominated.
Serena looks
I
back
look at
like
Serena.
the way her head just flicks around to you like, what?
I don't think
Fenris seems to
trying to. I don't think we're trying to like sway their vote. I think we're just trying to get them to not vote for themselves. Like, I think we should leave it up to their own opinion. Like, we can give suggestions, but I think we just kind of let the people vote for who they want, as long as they aren't voting for themselves.
They're trying to convince a bunch of people to give up on their pride and consider what is best for Cold Rock. We need to remind them of that.
I am not concerned with convincing them not to vote for themselves. My fear is that we end up with a deadlock of who they believe should take over, which is the exact same problem for a different reason. I believe at the very least we should have an idea, if not Serena, who I trust the most on this council, we should have an idea of who we might want to sway them towards, just so we can ensure that the votes go through.
You do recall Amor as well speaking to hear their concerns, which might give you more context as to what happened in the meeting.
Serena will kind of chime in.
A great portion of the fighting was occurring between Tithinia and Cesano. I do believe if either gets voted, the other will... Well, I don't think the outcome will be very pleasant.
Tithinia was the devil leader, right?
Chain Devil, and Cesano's
The Chain Devil
demon
from...
leader.
Yeah, the banner
that
hands.
makes sense. They fucking hate each other.
Yep.
Tithinia's the one that gave you the book and...
The book, yep.
Right.
We're gonna...
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
cross that.
I don't want fucking Tithinia in charge, that's for sure, but at the same time...
No, but...
The two of them fighting makes sense. They're demons and devils. They always hate
We
each
can get
other.
them both to agree on someone that's not each other, though, so that might be two
Yeah.
very easy votes just by saying, well, it won't be them if you don't vote
Yeah,
for
just
them.
don't vote for
Yeah.
them.
Or yourself, and then it ensures that that won't be an issue. Fenris will continue to kind of tap his chin. I don't disagree with the suggestion from our friend to speak to Amor first. Perhaps it is best if we get a lay of the land, and they might have another view of the situation. But I would recommend perhaps the Tusks district afterwards. I feel we have the strongest case to make to them, considering we helped their labor issue.
She nods and then she follows up with,
I believe Zarok was angry with Amor for not disclosing more information about Portmaster, but that anger may be surface level.
For those that
what about
are...
Inri? Inri's always been good to us, and seems to be pretty reasonable. How was he during the meeting?
Suspicious of the wilting one, but otherwise they were among those trying to calm the situation.
did anybody seem particularly unsettled by the fact that Lorga was there, by the way? I know
People-
Amor mentioned being surprised that they were alive and well, but
You recall people being pleasantly surprised or happy to see her, save for one. You recognize Tithinia was spewing daggers at most people at the table, especially Cesano, but did not seem to care for Lorga being there.
Huh.
Well, if we can't decide who we want, can we decide who we don't want? Like,
I don't
who do
think we-
definitely not want. So we've said the demons and devil heads probably would be bad because it would cause infighting.
Mhm.
we do know that there is issues between like the Tusk district and
Who doesn't have a blatant rivalry with someone else, or does everyone have beef with
I think
someone
everyone's
else?
got a rivalry with somebody else. It's just a matter of who.
Again, you don't have a lot of the context yet.
Yeah.
yeah.
We can go
yeah.
talk to some people.
This feels like Dragon Age. I'm like stressed out.
I love it though.
Imagine how Serena feels having to stand in that room.
You wanted politics, Monty? You got your...
I don't like politics. This is like
I
my
know.
least favorite part of it. I was gonna say this reminds me of like Dragon Age, where it's like, oh, I'll pick the dwarf that is clearly the good guy, and then in the next game it's like, oh, actually he was an evil person. You didn't know it. And
Yeah.
he told you that. And it's like, okay, well, fuck you.
Well, you killed my
But
dog.
This is not
Um,
this. I know it's not this, but it's still. I'm getting those like. If we pick like Janet, the friendly lady, and she turns out she eats children, we just didn't know. It's like fuck. But,
Well,
yeah,
then we
Fenris
just
is gonna-
usurp them.
yeah.
Fenris is going to turn back to Serena. Considering this is your show, is there one of us you would like to speak to Amor? Want to at least lead the conversation?
Sorry, do you mean like speak to Amar like first, or try to see what?
Just like to broach the subject first. Obviously, we're all going to go there, but if you want somebody to take point on the charisma, it's up to you.
think it's best we approach as a group. I don't know if it matters who speaks first. I think tensions are high all around. I think as long as they feel comfortable enough to speak to us, that might be the best we can wish for.
Fenris will nod and he will open the door. Are they very clearly labeled rooms by district, Zan?
Yes.
Then I will look for whichever one is the Tower of Gold, and I will start to lead us over to Amor's room.
You see all the doors thusly closed.
Mm-hmm.
Do the
And
famous
this-
knock.
Yeah, all as a group, head over to the door.
Yep. Which one is Amor's door specifically, Zan?
The one
we
inside
tell?
the chamber of the Cold Rock, the district head of the Cold Rock. You can see it's
Alright.
theirs.
Then Fenris will walk over to the door and...
Please come in. As you see a beautiful library with a number of sweet snacks and tea kind of laid out, with a number of comfortable seats and such inside. A warm hearth near the center of the room keeps the place pretty well lit, but also very comfortable in its temperature.
It has not
Fenris will step
been
in.
long.
As Serena kind of walks in the room.
I'm afraid timing is precisely the thing we have least skill in this endeavor.
We were hoping you could provide maybe some more information about the various heads of the district before we started to speak with them.
Of course.
My compatriots brought up a rather interesting point. Are you aware of any heads of districts that are not considered rivals with one another? Perhaps someone who is mostly independent of the bickering?
Again, it is rather difficult. I do not keep necessarily large amounts of time due to or dedicated to social aspects within Gold Rock. Most of my day is tasked with keeping the air breathable here on Gold Rock. But there are the obvious ones that have conflict. But many of the districts, even if the district heads, have conflict from years of history. It is difficult to say without mention. I suppose the one that would have the least, problematic ties with each other would be you, Serena, as the Shrines District has not been involved in politics in some time.
Oh, her dead heart skips a beat.
Fenris just kind of looks back over his shoulder, and there's going to be that like slight smirk in the left corner of his mouth. It's kind of like, I told you.
Man, if Serena could look even more pale.
Yeah, right. They become invisible. They're just clear now.
You're right. Translucent.
Translucent skin.
Fury.
It will be a difficult, I suppose, sell if we do wish to install you, Serena, as the regent, as while people do trust you, they don't know what you are capable of, much less what political sway you might have over the various forces of Gold Rock. No offense.
They have that in common. Serena also doesn't know what she's capable of.
If I might ask for further clarification on how the transfer of power works, does it have to be a member of the district specifically? Someone who is part of the Rocksmoot? Or can anyone be voted upon?
Anyone who is a respected member of Cold Rock, a citizen here, can be elected, but it is almost always traditionally one of the members of the district heads who temporarily takes over. When this has not happened since last time the portmaster left for the war against the Yellow. But even so, to vote outside of the district heads would be a difficult thing to sell to the nobility and merchants of Gold Rock. Not impossible, but certainly an uphill battle.
Considering the circumstances surrounding the portmaster's condition, I feel that perhaps an unconventional answer might be appropriate for an unconventional event. Needless to say, we will have to get more information before we figure out what is appropriate. Although I do ask, Amor, how would you feel about heading up Cold Rock?
Well, a vote for myself would certainly make things easiest for the nobles of Cold Rock to accept. They know me. The generals of Cold Rock as well I've worked hand in hand with, which the other heads cannot say that they have. But... well, I would not fear it. I must honor the fact that I begged everyone not to vote for themselves. So thusly I cannot vote for myself.
You mentioned there was a regent during the war with the Yellow. Who took over then? Are they still around?
Ma did.
Oh.
Yeah, that wouldn't work for
Yeah,
well
about
in this
that.
case. Yeah.
I don't suppose anyone has seen them recently.
No.
Rita shakes her head.
Well, unless there's something you believe we are missing or have overlooked, I suppose it is time we start speaking with the heads of districts.
I suppose further of my musings, it might just be helpful for me to voice this aloud. I do wish the timing had been better. The boy... Zerolk. He would have been the perfect person to serve as the regent. He's just too young. While his presence would certainly ease the Tusk district, that is certain, he's too impressionable, too naive.
Zan, I don't want to meta this, but there was a House Trantis young boy. Would there be any way that Fenris would know of that situation? Of someone young being in a position of power? Okay, I didn't know. I was like, fuck, there's precedent, but I don't know if he would know this. All right, fair enough.
What is your opinion on the boy?
Thinking back to when we met him.
He seemed to be, for lack of a better term, he seemed to be a child that had the responsibilities of an adult thrust upon him and is walking that line as best a child could possibly be asked to.
I will admit I am quite impressed. He's been able to assist in not only managing the Tusk district, but even after the attack has been instrumental in allowing us to start rebuilding. No, too young. I would feel guilty if the even larger responsibility would be to put on his shoulders and I had a part in it. I feel perhaps maybe Imri might be a good choice. He is also strongly liked by the nobility and has a better eye for the political climate around Cold Rock. If you need anyone to have an ear to the ground as to where things are politically, it's just him.
Above game, Heartsy, that's who gave you the sword, yeah?
Yeah, Imri's the Dragonborn
he was the nav
buddy.
Yeah.
He seems like a good candidate.
If they're a retired adventurer,
Our neighbor,
then they would be relatively strong.
But maybe he eats like people stew. We don't know, but you know.
We don't know yet.
Monty.
Yeah. We were discussing.
Maybe they deserve it. Who knows?
I like how you're like, all these people could eat other people, but then you're like, but let's vote the vampire.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, you do it in a way that's like sugar-free, right? Where it's like, it grows back.
You're the Coke Zero of
It
vampires,
grows
Shay.
back.
You're the
Just make more. Just eat some broccoli, it'll come back, it's fine.
the sugar-free.
So does that mean you can eat
vampire.
lizard people tails and it's okay? Because they grow
Yeah,
back?
they grow back.
Yeah.
And especially they can consent. Lizard people can consent in this world. Anyway, before we get into the ethics of all of this, Henry did impress me when Ash and I spoke with them, and they were very kind and gifted Ash a very impressive gift. It wouldn't be an awful choice, unless they're hiding something we don't know.
So should we put you down for Inri as your vote, or is it you not decided?
Unless I get other information, I think Inri would be my choice, yes.
Good to know. I'm going to write this down. Amor would vote
Mhm.
for Henry. Just because it'll give us a general idea of more people are willing to vote
Yeah,
for him.
keep track of that.
We might get the majority pretty quick. Okay. Then I suppose unless any of you have any further questions, we should probably start questioning others.
Serena kind of shakes her head and kind of looks at the group.
Do you still wish to go to the district head of the Tusk district first?
Had to go back up and look at the name. Zero.
Well, how about we go to
Zero.
Inri next?
Okay.
Because we know them quite well.
I suppose
What
that's
do we-
probably a good place to start. Honestly, we know him very well. Maybe you should take the lead on that one, Ash. They seem fond of you.
I suppose so.
Then I guess we'll head out into the hallway and try to figure out which door is Henry's. Are there steps on his door?
You see the room dedicated for the head of the stairs district.
Mm-hmm.
I will approach the door and gently knock on it.
Please come in.
I will enter.
You see, reading what looks like a journal with a small bit of spectacles on his face, the very elderly gold dragonborn sitting at what looks like a study desk. Again, before you, a large feast of food and drink and comfortable areas to sit. Ah,
I get
Stalwart
a-
souls.
Ash is kind of just staring at the food for a second before, like, oh, hello.
We've immediately lost our negotiator in this.
Priorities! Please, priorities, if you don't mind. We'll eat later.
Tough crowd out there, huh?
You see him try to be cordial and smile, kind of giving his more kindly, jovial face, but it fails as he puts down his glasses and closes his small notebook he was writing in. It's not great out there, that's certain.
I'm assuming there's a seat near Henry.
Oh yeah, there's plenty.
Okay, Ash will go ahead and kind of take a seat next to him. Looking a little bit awkward. Not really quite sure how to approach the issue here.
Doesn't help that you keep looking at the food.
Yeah.
Feel free, anyone, to give me an insight if you wish. Ash, I'll give you advantage because you know this person pretty well.
Sure.
Okay.
Why are we...
21.
What the fuck? Why aren't we rolling?
Nice.
Hey!
24.
24.
It kind of makes sense that you and I would.
Yeah.
roll-
We've
roll
seen him
higher.
before and had a conversation, yeah.
Oh, but
Hey!
well,
Or
one up you.
Kanato could just be like, yeah, but I could also just roll better than both of you,
I
so
mean,
fuck
still
off.
technically a lower number than them.
For some
Yeah.
reason, my Beyond 20 isn't working.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
No.
So I'll roll a d20 plus 7 manually. So I'll just
That
do
is
that.
totally
Damn.
fair.
If
As
you nat
set
22, I
bonus.
might just leave.
No, not at all. That is
Okay.
an 11. I in fact rolled like shit. Thank you, Bosco.
No problem. I had to cover
Turns out
myself.
Koro is oh so hungry and eyeballing the food.
Koro's
Yeah.
got a lot on his mind.
Yeah.
Oh, poor boy.
Koro, you see Serena, and Serena just
Serena!
Serena just looks bothered and confused, almost out of her element a bit. As Serena, you just noticed the same old man that was very frustrated and concerned inside the Rocksmoot. The rest of you see Inri, and it looks like something is eating at him. Like he can't focus, save for this one singular thought that's stuck in his mind.
Who's at the very back of the room? Is it Koro or Serena?
I mean, I guess it depends because, like, if Koro's watching Serena watch the rest.
I'm probably ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fenris is gonna just turn back to you. Koro, would you mind closing the door?
I'll walk over and I'll close the door.
Okay.
Henry, is there something you would like to tell us that perhaps you have been hesitant to speak publicly?
How long has the Wilting One been free on Cold Rock?
Fenris is going to freeze for a minute. Above game, how long has it been since Serena went in that room and left the door open?
Few weeks.
Is it a few weeks?
Does Serena even know that leaving the door open was the reason that they're free?
Oh, she has no idea.
No,
Yeah,
she has no
we
clue.
don't actually know.
Yeah, but
Yeah, so as far as Serena's concerned, like she's like he's always been free, like he's always been around.
would any of us know about that, or would we just assume that he was already here?
Well, we would know the first time we saw him was 2 weeks ago. That's the best of our knowledge we can give.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say that we were aware of their presence as of about a couple of weeks ago.
This certainly changes things and is quite a horrible situation to be in.
Serena kind of does one of those like a little awkward kind of side shuffles, like okay.
Would you like to elaborate?
I was the one who last bound and trapped the Wilting One. He is not to be trusted under any circumstance. I do not know how he got free of his trap. But do understand the gravity of this one. For they are the only one who could contend with Portmaster Kurnesh when it comes to raw power. Koro's father maybe comes close, but regardless, the Wilting One is... There aren't many who can challenge him.
I've got some good news for you. No one's voted for them so far. We're going around collecting votes.
It is more than
Wow,
just...
just like hey, really good for you.
I love it. It's so yucky.
I am,
Democracy.
I suppose, thankful that people are not foolish enough to vote for him, but him still being a district head is unnerving. Once the nobles find out, the nobles who are old in Cold Rock, they will want someone who can challenge him. I'm certain that they will look towards me or perhaps Lorga, as she has also challenged him in the past. Please, understand.
Yeah,
If you
that's,
are...
unfortunate news to know.
If you are collecting votes from the various nobles, which seems prudent for the Stalwart souls to do, the Lich-in-Waiting cannot be trusted. Someone has him bound to Cold Rock's best interest, sure, but I have seen too many die on his behalf.
Serena kind of just cocks an eye at that.
Die on his behalf.
Yes.
Well, perhaps on a lighter subject, is there someone in particular that you are fond of on the council?
He seems to take a...
Don't say Lord.
He seems to take a deep breath. Thank you for hearing an old man's concerns, but you're right. Perhaps I should stop thinking about what he might be up to and focus on an opportunity to better Cold Rock. I'd happily vote for Amor, but I know he's just far too busy. You cannot be the head wizard of all of Cold Rock and be its regent at the same time. Barely has enough time to leave the tower as it is. So I suppose if I had to vote for someone that would be in the best interest, it's not myself. Well, I would feel far more comfortable with Lorga the Red, as again, in the past she has opposed him at every step. It is good to see her back. It is good to see her back now. Clearly from another harrowing adventure. She sometimes disappears, goes off on her own whims, but that will have to change when she is regent. If, of course.
Can I... Man, oh man.
If we let him vote for Lorga, he's never gonna forgive us.
Yeah, well, because he doesn't know Lorga. I was going to
Can't
ask... Oh,
tell him
God.
that.
I don't... Well, that's what I'm
but
debating right now.
that.
I feel like he's been... Oh, man, I really do want him to know.
So are we under any obligation not to tell
No.
anybody about that?
Well, the only reason the meeting is being held is because we have all of the
All
the
of them.
heads. And if that person's not here, this meeting is technically
Yeah.
no.
But
So-
so we have to wait till the
technically-
meetings. We can't tell them until after the meeting's technically over, but I feel real fucking bad about
But
it.
even then, like, I mean, like, technically you can't be the head of 2 districts, so he's kind of in disguise. at one.
Right. So
And the
he's
other
here
reason-
appearing as both of
Yeah,
them
and
at the
it's also
same
because
time.
Yes.
somebody on the council knows why they're missing. So having
Yes.
them appear is also a good way to try and weed
Really
out
sus.
who-
We're
Yeah.
trying to bait somebody, so we can't tell him yet. But man, do I fucking want to.
Man, are we really gonna have to throw Serena into this so?
We're gonna find out. But after he says Lorga the Red, Fenris is gonna do his best to kind of keep a neutral face. But Serena, you'll see like him kind of adjust his armor and roll the shoulders.
Luckily for Serena, she's been awkward and nervous about this entire thing the entire
Yay.
time. So she's been disturbed ever since you said, "Oh, we should just have Serena be the one that gets voted for."
For some like context for some characters who haven't been in Cold Rock as long or are like younger, how long has this person been missing?
Laura the Red?
Yeah.
You fought against her in the Pit of Blood. She hasn't been missing very long.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, right.
Henry, how would you feel if you were to be voted in as the regent?
It would be an honor, of course, and I suppose it would be take me away from the stairs, which does concern me.
And why is
But
that?
if it isn't, well, because, well, you've seen the amount of refugees we've had to take into the stairs. They need help, but perhaps sitting upon the regent's throne might be able to better assist that, now that I think about it.
You'd probably be able to like assist in a bigger way than just individually helping people.
And surely you have to have someone in your employ that you trust to perhaps carry out your day-to-day duties in the district.
I do. But again, I cannot vote for myself.
Yes, understood.
So I guess we'll note you down for a Lorga the Red unless you want to pick Amor. You said those are your 2 options?
Well, for now, or at least the way the situation lies, if I may ask you, Serena, who are you voting for? If you feel
Serena
comfortable answering.
literally had no thoughts on who she was voting for up until this moment where she remembered all of a sudden that she had to vote too.
Yep.
So,
Boy.
that's actually a
Fantastic.
point. We should probably get your vote early so people can't say we just put the final vote in with your vote. And we can have Inri here as like our confidence that we didn't cheat the system with have her vote coming last.
Serena kind of.
I think that's probably fair.
Yeah, she kind of takes a deep breath and.
I would feel more assured if vote went to you.
She kind of wrings her hands a little bit, like, "Oh, please don't let this come
gives
down
you-
to me."
He gives you a very earnest nod.
All right,
Do me
I'm marking down Serena as Inri.
You do me a great honor.
Well, if there's nothing else, perhaps we should be on our way, yes?
Of course. If you find any other information that might be prudent to this, please do stop by and let me know.
Of course.
I imagine we will go through to everyone and perhaps return after we've finished.
Yes. He sort of nods a few times before opening up his book and beginning to write in it again.
As we like get up to leave, I will sort of like gesture to the sword that he gave me, that I have on my hip, and just say like, "Thank you. It has already helped quite a lot in our adventures."
I am glad. And please take some food before you leave.
Oh, finally! Grab a handful.
As Ash is distracted grabbing food, Serena will kind of look back at him and kind of take a moment, kind of feeling uncomfortable, and then look back and be like,
how is it possible that the wilted one could be a temporary head if they were also trapped?
I assume if they are temporary heads because the portmaster made it so. He did not announce this to everyone. So I assume that meant that Kurnesh meant it to be a very temporary situation.
kind of thinks on that.
Did he know that you trapped him?
I did not tell a soul. I did not want someone finding him.
Well, she was interested because she's like, oh, why are they okay with locking a guy up and then immediately putting him as a temporary head? So that makes sense now if he didn't tell anybody. Okay.
He didn't tell anybody.
Does the wilting one know that you trapped him?
Oh, yes, assuredly.
Is that going to be a problem for you?
It already is.
Do you want the sword back?
That's such a good line.
Jump to 10 real quick.
Sweet Ash. I do not think you understand. The wilting one is powerful enough that a mere sword will not make a difference.
Ash will just kind of nod, like looking a little defeated, like, oh, that doesn't sound good.
Fenris will kind of rub his chin. Anybody who can see his face can see that he's a little distraught, and it's hard for him to hide it. He seems very guilty about having to keep this from Henry, but as he finally shakes it off, if there is something we can do to assist you, please do not hesitate to let us know. I'm sure your honor would forbid you from getting us involved, but I wish to offer it none the same. All the same.
He bows respectfully once more.
Anyway, I believe we have work to do.
And with that, where to next?
I'm still partial to the Harbor Master.
Sure.
Question, is Koro or Kanato younger?
That's a good question, Mega Man.
Because Koro's like late teens?
Koro's 23.
Oh, Koro's 23. Okay, I thought they were still a teenager.
Yeah.
Is Kanato a teenager?
Kanato.
52 years old.
7,500 years old. How many Fox years is that?
Going to page 1 of my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Serena's age is still a question mark on her bio.
They are 20.
Yes,
Okay.
you're younger than me.
Yeah, and Zorolk was, I don't know if I know orc years, but they were definitely like
He seemed
early
like
teens.
He was like 11 or 12 at most.
Okay, great.
Yeah, baby boy.
He was real young.
As they all leave and Fenris will close the door behind him, he'll look to all of you. I don't know if any of you are adept at speaking with children, but I believe the Harbor Master would be our next stop.
Koro raises the biggest eyebrow at that statement.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
That child is just a small person. It's not like you're talking to some sort of alien or something.
Yeah, no, but there's a different way of Maybe you should talk to them.
Anato's a small person. Maybe they should talk together.
So I wasn't going to say that part out loud, but yes, they are indeed a small person and younger than I believe all of us. So if Kanato would like to speak,
You know, the funny thing is, I think he's still like a half orc or whatever. So or an orc, so he's still tall even for his.
Oh, yeah,
he's
he's a
tall.
big boy.
Tall. Listen, what do you say, Kanato? Would you?
There, Fenris.
Let's just go to the room.
I like this idea. So we're gonna go to the Tusks district, Zan.
Yippee!
We'll just go to the district and we'll sit on the throne. No, I'm kidding. No, which room is it like a?
It's all the rooms are labeled, so they all
Okay, so
all closed.
we're going to the Harbor Master then.
As you knock on the door, come in. As you see the young Harbor Master.
Fenris is gonna push Kanato in first.
Hello.
Seems to be drinking some tea as he has a few ledgers. It looks like he's still trying to catch up on work while he's here.
Fenris is gonna lean down. I believe in you. Go, and push him again.
Well, hey there. We're just going around and letting people express their thoughts and concerns, and we can maybe offer some like information on why it. You don't have to worry about that no more.
Oh, but you're one of the Stalwart souls, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, good to meet you.
And he looks back. Come on in.
Fenris will step in.
I'm
wave.
Zero.
Shuffle through.
Yes. Heard good things so far from some of the other ones we've spoke to.
Oh, I bet from Tithinia, she's too nice to me.
Don't.
Mm.
Cora
Why do people
immediately raises a hand and goes, "Whatever that woman has tried to tempt you with, you need to ignore it."
What? Ever since my father died, she's helped me run, or at least taught me how to run the Tusk district.
And I'm sure your lessons have been very fruitful, but
Just a word of warning.
that
Not
woman
everyone's
is
out-
ambitious. While you are
Yeah.
benefiting from her ambition at this time, it is wise to keep your wits about you. Because eventually your usefulness will either be required in ways that might surrender to your own values, or you will become useless and discarded.
Cracked into holding onto a cursed ledger.
Well,
Please,
before we
Real quick.
opinionate,
Real quick, Koro, give me a persuasion with advantage.
Ooh.
It is very personal for you, so I imagine.
Yeah.
No, someone who has fiendish blood saying don't trust this fiend carries a lot of weight.
I'll have to manually roll. I don't know why beyond 20 isn't working, but it seems.
I'm
like
so sorry.
It's okay. All right, so it's add +2 to this. You said with advantage, so boom. Oh my
Good
god,
advantage.
Oh,
Hopefully.
gosh.
I'm sorry. One more.
Next time, charm.
it rolled 2, I think. Did it?
No,
No,
the four. The
No,
four was from earlier.
Previous.
Oh, right. All right. So this +2. Oh, thank
Oh,
Christ!
Hey, there it is!
Oh my god.
20.
Nat 20, baby.
He seems to reflect your words, kind of raising a hand to try and stop any chatter as he wants to kind of chew on what Koro has said. Huh. If it's coming from one of the Stalwart souls, especially someone who lives in the Bannerhands, yeah? That's their district.
Let me describe something here for you when you're dealing with devils. If something seems too good to be true, then it probably is. As much as I hate to self-report on my own kind, it is habitual that we do things with the understanding, whether at the time it is selfless, but with the understanding that it is either an investment or something to cash in later if necessary. I'm not saying you cannot associate with Tithinia, but know that you come second in her world.
Kind of takes a moment to process. And gives you an earnest nod, as though he seems to take the information to heart.
I like how we're like, Kanato, you're lighthearted. You can jump into this conversation.
Core was like, hold my
Tithinia,
beer.
panic button.
Yeah. Trigger word.
We're not really here to dissuade you from voting for certain people or anything. It's still totally your choice.
But also don't.
But we just wanted to inform you of some of the things you might not have known of to help you make your choice. Is there anything you want to know about any of the other people that we might know? Or any concerns you have?
Well, unless we can lift this quarantine, I know the orcs are going to be quite upset if I'm not voted in, considering my ties to the portmaster. But I was thinking about voting for Tithinia. It made sense. She keeps the Bannerhounds under good law.
The problem is with that choice is that you immediately alienate an entire other group and may cause more conflict within Cold Rocks than what could be standing against what is outside of it.
I suppose I hadn't thought of that. I've never met Cesano before today.
Indeed, and that's a problem. If you become bedfellows with Tithinia, the problem then becomes that you also gain those who are against her. And if you do not understand why they are, then you should not be voting for her.
I suppose that's a good point.
The other thing to keep in mind, while your men might not like the fact that you're not voted in, what is more important is that they should respect the choices that you make.
And that's true, but still, we need to get this quarantine lifted. Otherwise, will very rarely matter who's voted in.
Are any of the other district heads in favor of lifting the quarantine?
I don't think most of them have thought about it because they don't have ships waiting outside to get in.
And Tithinia does.
Tithinia has some, yes, but most of our laborers that would have lumber and stone that would be needed to make repairs are all outside. They can't get in.
Above board, this kid should not be voting for Tithinia. No one should be voting for Tithinia.
Yeah, agreed.
Man, I love the way that you jumped into that and completely took over.
It was like, Kanto, go do this. Tithinia, excuse the fuck out of me.
Grabs Kanato's face,
Shakes.
shoves him aside, steps forward.
Well, you've made your point about Tithinia, and I feel foolish. I hadn't thought about demons and Cesano.
In times of crisis, it is wise to think about the greater picture than those who claim to be your friends.
You're right. I will, if that's the case, I think maybe Amor, but I know he has this issue with the core, and still broken. I would feel bad putting such a burden on him, knowing what he has to go through.
I believe there will be a burden placed upon anyone. It's just a matter of who you believe will be able to handle it best.
True, but Amor sometimes has to shut down for a day or more at a time when his core is on the mend. That would be rather scary. We'd have to vote for another regent, I'd imagine, under those times, if they are to happen.
Then is there perhaps a tertiary choice?
Oh, Lorga! She has good relations with the orcs. Maybe she'll be a good choice.
I knew this was going to go in that direction.
Well, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure.
We haven't had the opportunity
when Zed
to...
said, like, oh, everybody seemed really happy about Lorga coming back except for Tithinia, I was like, oh, man, everybody's going to want to vote for her. It's like,
Yep. I suppose that is a choice. We haven't had the opportunity to speak with Lorga yet, but...
Serena kind of looks at him. What?
The other worry... Oh, you go ahead.
No, Serena's just
say,
going to ask what he knew about the other district heads.
Not sure about Lorga myself. With the recently going missing, did they bring up why they were missing in the meeting at all? Like, I wasn't actually in there, so I missed that.
It wasn't really a lot of time. We tried getting the opening ceremonies out of the way, and things devolved pretty quickly there, right thereafter. It's mostly Tithinia and Cesano shouting at each other, and I think Amor was trying to keep the peace, but he wouldn't let me see my great-grandfather, and that didn't sit well with me, which made Inri quite upset, and then the wilting one, I think they called him, interjected, and that only made Inri worse, and it all came crashing down. Lorga tried to step in where she could, but we needed the recess, I think.
Serena nods, like, yes, it was needed.
Well, we do appreciate all of your insight, and perhaps we will get more of a consensus the more that we speak with everyone.
Of course. If you need anything else, let me know. I would imagine we're supposed to get our votes in, so I've got some time to think.
If you want, we can return. We have been taking other people's votes already. We've got 3 so far. And if you want to give it now, you can, or we can come back in a bit.
Oh, we're supposed to write them down. You already have them written down?
Yeah.
Serena will kind of look at Kanato and look back.
Think it wise to perhaps return after we hear everybody.
I would agree.
Okay.
We wouldn't want to rush anyone's decision.
Okay. We can return.
Very good. See you when you get back.
Of course. And as we all kind of leave, and Fenris will once again shut the door behind us, he'll look down at Kanato. I believe Serena's judgment was correct. Were we to pressure them into a vote, I feel like that would have been a vote for Lorga.
Well, it was...
Well, you know, it probably would
They
have been
still had...
it probably would have been a vote for Tithinia.
Or Tithinia,
that's
yeah.
only a vote, yeah. Glad we fucking... No.
I meant Lorga
Even-
when we were leaving, because you talked them out of Tithinia.
Yeah.
I would take a vote for Lorga over a vote for Tithinia, even though it's not ideal. But Tithinia,
Yeah, it's like the best of the worst.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, if we ever want Inri to talk to us again, if they ever find out that we knew,
We want to bite the bullet and go talk to Lorga.
I think we should save them for... I think we should talk to Cesano, because the biggest rivalry we have is between the devils and demons. And we're going to have to talk to Tithinia, and I'd rather talk to Cesano because we have a better relationship with them.
yeah, we're probably gonna have to enter the room for both the wilting one and Lorga, because if anybody sees us going into,
Yeah, we have to do
that's
both.
what I'm saying.
It'll
Yeah.
We
it'll look weird if
definitely
we
need to
don't.
go.
Go
It'll look
into
very
one.
suspicious.
Yeah.
But my vote above game would be for Cesano next, because we have a relationship with them. And we could also probably get more information about Tithinia before we speak to them.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Cesano was the one that helped us with Kanato's house, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Cesano's actually been fairly helpful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fenris is going to look back down to Kanato. I know I kind of pushed you into that one, but of all of us, you have the best relationship with Cesano, considering what they did for your family. Perhaps you should knock on the door.
Yeah. I'll approach their door. Give it a gentle rap.
What is it?
No, you wouldn't hurt a cute little fox, would you?
Crying.
I like
I'm
just
sorry.
poke my head in, like, hello.
Oh, it's you. You see the large owl-like demon that seems to be coughing up a fit, perching over a large desk that is far more in shambles. You can tell they took out their anger on the room itself. Apologies, Kanato. Come in.
Okay. Well, I see you had a chance to vent some of that bad meeting time here. Is there anything you want to have me lend an ear to, or anything? Maybe voice your opinions, help you think things through.
The last time I saw Zythinia in person, we were on opposite sides of a battlefield. The way she looks at me, it's no different. She will plunge a dagger into my throat first chance she gets.
But it isn't about you right now.
I know. But to think of all of the demons that she would put under her heel. My life is nearly forfeit. Any day now, I know that I could expire. I just want the people that were trying to escape that damn war to have a place to live.
I think that's kind of what everyone here wants, in some way or another.
I'm not so certain about the Chain Devil, Lord of Coin. He spits.
And, well, even if it's not their main goal, it's still part of their goal.
I see you were trying to see sense in the situation. I do not mean to turn you away. Please, I am an unruly guest or host right now. Come inside if you wish, of course.
We all shuffle in.
Yeah, right.
Well, we had a little chat with Amor, and they've given us a task to go around and see if we can get a voting of people here. So I'm going to go ahead and assume no for you on them. Is there anyone else you potentially could be convinced to maybe put your vote forth for?
It would be difficult not to vote for myself, as it is the best chance of my people to survive. But, as Koro said, for the sake of Cold Rock, I do not want to cause a civil war.
That would be mostly appreciated.
Mostly appreciated. No war.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
like
a
a
war
full
could be good, but I'd
people.
appreciate it if you kind of didn't.
I want to trust Inri. I, in many ways, do. He's been one of 2 district heads who has come through to help my people over the years. But many still see him, as I do in some ways, as a coward. During the War of the Yellow, he hid, fled away even from his own people. During the invasion, nobody saw him upon the front lines either. Yes, he is old, but in times of crisis he has shown himself not to be a leading figure.
If I may.
Go ahead.
As someone who was not always privy to being on the front lines either, there were those that did their best behind the scenes.
I'm getting the sense you want me to vote for Inri, then.
I cannot tell you who to vote for, but if your biggest fear about him is that he was not present during the war, there is equal proof, or rather lack of proof, that he wasn't doing anything.
I have seen it. When the goings have gone tough, he has gone away. Responding after the fact, of course, but not during.
Perhaps there is more to it than meets the eye. We could ask Inri.
If you can get through the old man's subtle pride, that would do me, I suppose, a fair bit of ways. I would go a long bit of ways, rather, of quelling my issues. The only other district head who has come by to help my people has been Lorga the Red. but I have not seen her in so long. I do not know if her opinion has changed of demons.
Is there something in particular you would need to hear from Enri to feel comfortable voting for him?
Kind of leans back a moment. I suppose that he isn't planning on running away if things go south.
And you would take him at his word were he to say it?
If it came from you, I would take it at his word.
Then I suppose we will posit the question to him directly and return with his answer.
He takes a breath. Careful around the Lord of Coin. I'm certain you know that.
Koro has made it very clear to others as well.
He gives you, Koro, a nod of acknowledgement, which is still for everyone else in Cold Rock, a unsightly thing for a devil or at least someone who has devil blood and demon blood to.
Koro kind
be
of
on the same
gives him
page.
like, not directly looking at him, but like kind of looking away, just kind of nods too, knowingly.
Yeah, I'm sure if we told a bunch of these people that, she tricked you into grabbing a cursed ledger, they'd side with us. They'd
Yeah,
feel
totally.
pity for us. Yeah.
I will be here if you need anything.
We appreciate your time. And if that is all, then we will take our leave. And Fenris will start to move towards the door.
Serena will follow. So this means we'll have to go back to Inri anyways to discuss with him about that.
Yeah. We have Ezenor, who was the Wands district. We have Lorga.
Well, Ezenor is the missing, so it's the wilting one who's just not posing as Ezenor, just the wilting one.
Yeah. So we have that. We have Lorga, and then we have Tithenia. So I guess the question is, do we want to deal with Wilting Boy now or after?
We could deal with him first as like Lorga, for example, then go to Tithenia, and then go to the wilting one. So if we get any information from Tithenia when we
can bring it back. I like that idea. So let's go to Lorga then.
All right.
So we'll go to the Swords District door.
Please come in.
He'll kind of look at everybody.
Serena kind of just nods like, don't look awkward in the hall. We got to do it.
Yeah. He'll let Serena go first, though.
Serena will walk in with as much confidence as she can muster, which is not much.
And Fenris is going to be right behind them.
You see a large red minotaur that you had encountered in the Pit of Blood. As she looks towards you with a smile, a number of swords and hammers and shields placed on the walls as she kind of looks towards the group. Stalwart souls, come in, come in.
I imagine we all walk in and then close the door behind us.
Yeah.
Bang.
As you see Lorga the Red take a seat, and you see her mouth open, but a different voice emanate through. I suppose things could have gone better in there.
Serena has that 1,000-yard stare again, and then kind of comes back.
I would not say things went well.
No, at all. You being here does put you in somewhat of a difficult situation. I imagine Amor is out of his understanding as to where to move and moved towards you to remedy the situation.
Serena kind of gives that basically sums it up kind of look.
Sometimes leadership is about finding the right person for the right job, not always leading yourself.
Serena kind of thinks on stuff.
We spoke to Inri.
See if he
And?
reacts.
It's difficult to say. You see this minotaur blank-facedly staring at you while different voices speaking out of her.
True. This is very disconcerting. She kind of speaks again.
Inri said they locked you up. They do not... They seem quite weary of you.
I suppose our tit-a-tat in days past is enough to weigh weary on the old man's mind.
She kind of tilts her head.
Tit for tat.
Yeah.
Did you perhaps fight each other?
Oh, it never really came to blows. More battle of wits and ambitions. I was younger then, had hair.
Okay, weird. Serena kind of like thinks for a moment.
What is your opinion on Henry?
Well, he is... put it. He is a man who seeks opportunity to put others over himself. I'm certain that is seen as a virtue in most places, but he is also known for putting others in front of him when necessary to protect his and his own. It used to be the Silver Sail, a dragon alliance of starboard knights, and he left, from my understanding, with not the most grace.
Do you believe him to be a coward?
Coward? Probably not. But one of those people who are so quiet about their pride, no matter how large it might be, they can be blind to certain things, and when confronted with what would lie in that blindness, I have seen them run.
Do you think, if given the opportunity of this role, temporary portmaster, those same traits would come out with him in this role as well?
In truth, if he had enough eyes watching him, not simply a district head, but temporarily the head of all of Cold Rock, that might change his attitude. Not being able to get away with what he might have been able to cast off to others before. That being said, I presume you are here to find Lorga the Red's vote. I'm trying to think what she would have done. She was confident, not have a pride, but her pride was certainly not misplaced. Skilled leader, warrior, no doubt be respected by many in Cold Rock, but we all know why Lorga can't be the one voted in.
Marina kind of like shuffles and...
There have been a few thoughts towards it already.
And I imagine you have done your best to try and dissuade this.
Correct.
Smart. But it may go without saying that Lorga did not trust the Lord of Coin, and if we are trying to understand what Lorga would vote for, seems only fair, Tenethia would be at the bottom of the list. He has proven, obviously, extremely ambitious. Started here at Cold Rock as a prisoner of war and clawed her way up to the position she is now. I'm certain that Koro has heard her speak many times publicly in the large bazaars how she would run Cold Rock differently if she had the chance, and I am certain she would try if she got the opportunity.
Carl looks at the camera like he's on The Office.
And more than that, the orcs would also find it too difficult to follow anyone who dedicates so much to the rule of law, like she does. The demons would obviously flee in droves if she or someone who was against their ilk would find power. But Lorga was brought up in many ways by Inri. He taught her a lot. They had a great friendship. I would imagine she would vote for him over anyone else.
Then I suppose that's what needs to be done.
You see Lorga give a nod.
Then I think we're done here.
Serena kind of looks back.
We will speak to Tithinia next, and then after that.
The wilting one.
See,
Emerson is just going to narrow his eyes at Lorga.
a bit of advice when speaking to the Lord of Coin. Let her spin her web, but be blunt and be thorough.
Cora nods.
Fenris will also nod. And with that, Fenris is going to step outside for a minute.
Okay, all right, imagine everyone leaving.
Yeah.
All right.
Soon as the door closes, there's going to be an exhale and just a rubbing of the forehead from Fenris.
Serena will kind of pat his back and kind of whisper and be like,
Not here.
I know.
That kind of surprised me a little bit.
How so?
I thought they would try and get them to vote for themselves somehow or something. I don't know, maybe that's not their game. Maybe they don't want this.
Serena
You
will
heard
kind of
what-
put her finger up to your mouth again, like we're in the open right now.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You beat me to it.
Yeah.
Fenris is going to move towards the
Private
Lord
chambers.
of Coin's door.
Let's
Huh?
let's go. Do we want to talk and like the? Do we want
You
to
wanna have a little-
stuff?
Little session.
In
Do we,
Serena's
oh yeah,
room,
if we
or
want to do a
we
little powwow, then we go in Serena's room for sure.
Yeah. We can
Well,
like veer back
so-
into the room.
I didn't actually say they were trying to vote for the wilting one. I said they were trying to. I was surprised they didn't want to vote for themselves.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
It's just
So,
that if we wanted to go
It
into
could
more
just
detail.
be seen that they were very open to not.
Oh,
just to vote for
sure.
themselves.
But once we're in Serena's room, we can definitely talk more openly about this, and it'll give everybody a chance to like cool down. So we have 2 people left. It seems the votes are starting to line up for Henry. We at least have, potentially, 3 of them before we count even Serena.
Well, we could also maybe sway Zarok's vote if we could convince Inri to maybe put more focus on the releasing the quarantine.
I agree.
Ships can come in. We could, the more votes we get for them, the more unanimous people will be, and happy they are that their vote was the one that succeeded, I guess.
While we technically don't need more than just the most votes overall, the more convincing it is, the less of an objection
Yeah.
it will be.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
It
I
would
agree
not
with you.
reflect well on us if things were promised and were not met.
That is why we must be very clear with Henry to not overpromise and underdeliver. That being said, we have 2 more people to speak to, and Koro, I know you're not a fan of Tithinia, and I am more than happy to speak with them instead.
Just be
Let
careful.
her spin her web. It might be wise to let her maintain that she has the upper ground on us and be thorough and blunt in our responses.
Indeed.
We may gain more information from her that way.
I learned a very long time ago to let people talk. Besides, I am but a lowly soldier. I'm no threat to the Lord of Coin.
To be frank, I think I would be more insulted if she did not try something, knowing the woman.
Well, I have her ledger, so I feel like she'll be interested in me regardless.
It's just not to make any more deals.
I wasn't planning on it. But is there anything else we need to discuss before we undertake this conversation?
Serena kind of shakes her head.
Mm.
Like, after you, if you're ready.
Yep. Fenris will walk outside the door. He will walk towards whichever door is the Lord of Coins. And before I walk in, because I don't know if this would be a trigger, I'm going to channel Divinity. And I'm going to use Emissary of Peace. So for the next 10 minutes, I get a +5 on my charisma checks for persuasion.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's actually very good.
Yeah.
As you rap on the door.
Yep. Hang on.
Please come in.
Deep breath. And on the handle, turn, push, walk in.
You see the chain devil afore you. She sits behind what looks like a large desk, counting a sizable amount of coins. Beneath the chains, you see a crooked smile. Stalwart souls, I was wondering when you would brighten my doorstep. Please, have a seat.
Fenris will step forward and take one of the seats.
Everyone
I know.
inside, or anyone stay outside?
I'll go
we
in.
all walk in.
Yeah, we'll go in.
Maybe not Kuro. I don't know. How does Kuro feel?
Koro's going in. He's just not going to say anything. He's not going to say shit.
As you all take seats, you see her look over the group, and with a hand, the door closes. Tell me, did you find my book?
We did.
Good. What do you think of it?
I wouldn't know.
Haha, you've kept you under the bargain. I already knew that, but it is good to see you so confident in your decision. I may ask, do you wish to return it?
Am I allowed to?
Well, you are freely allowed to keep it or return it. It's your choice.
We're not here about the book, though, so perhaps we table it for another day.
Interesting. Very well. What can I do for you, Stalwart Souls?
We are very curious as to what happened in the meeting from your perspective.
You know, demons and their tempers. It all rised rather quickly. But someone must quell the unrest in Cold Rock, and it has to start from the Bannerhands. I think even deep down he knows that.
Fenris kind of waits to see if there's more coming from them, or if that's all they're willing to divulge.
You see her kind of eye you for a moment, before the grin slowly fades. Of course, anyone would be better than a raging madman. The devils would crusade to take all of Cold Rock if they could.
Fenris will kind of nod and then wait for the what he assumes is going to be another name coming.
She
and
continues
just kind of
to
let
look,
them, yeah.
almost as though she's starting to eye and understand what you're doing. Of course,
Well, she
Lorga.
Does she realize that we kind of have a little bit more sway in this meeting than she does?
She seemed to be playing her cards very close to the chest and trying to read you as best she can. If you're trying to obfuscate or hide any information, You can make a deception, or if you're trying to make intimidation to make yourself like you've got more power here, you can also do that.
Guys, quick! Serena needs sunglasses. She doesn't have a poker face.
She's oh my god, my brain just stopped working. She's gauging what she's got.
Could I argue that I'm trying to persuade her that I'm more in control than I am?
I'll give that to you.
Okay. Then I'm going to do persuasion with my +5. Which I'm going to need 14.
14. She kind of looks towards you specifically as you're trying to posture and give a strong face.
Mm-hmm.
You want something from me, don't you?
Well, yes, I said I wanted to know things from your perspective, obviously.
No, it's more than that. You want my vote. Why should I vote for anyone other than myself?
Because you're smart.
She looks towards you. Child of Colony.
They are right, you know.
If you vote for yourself, you're doing nothing. I can't think of a worse thing for a devil to do.
I am certain I could sway some others to vote for me as well.
After that tantrum you just had in there? Doubt it. Signs of power from devils is not the same to everyone else. You haven't learned that by now.
Give me an insight, Cora. I'll give you advantage again.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
+7 for these. So
Okay.
16. And I can't see that one. So 16.
That's a 16, yep.
16.
You notice she tried to hide it, but when she said she can convince a few others, she looked directly towards where the ledger is.
Oh, fuck. She's got shit on people.
She does, but we have the ledger. That's why I didn't give it back to them.
She doesn't have the ledger.
Yep.
We have it. The only way she can convince them, like, for example, the wilting one, he's bound to that ledger, but she doesn't have it right now.
She doesn't have it, and she said that we could give it back, and Fenris did not offer it back. He didn't even want to discuss it.
We can probably have a vote from Amor, Serena, from the wilting one, Lorga. We can get Cezanno on Inri after we talk to Inri. Like, we already have the vote. Even if we don't have the Tuster district and Tithinia, we can get Inri voted in. So, like, we have that over her.
Right, but it's interesting to see where she plays her cards now that she's like, well, I can't vote for myself, so who maybe?
You're not going to win this one, and you know it. You're not stupid.
Which begs the question, what do you do then?
Well, I suppose if I had to make sure that my vote was known to get someone else on their good side, rather, Lorga would make good sense, but there is one problem with that.
And what would that be?
That creature, whoever it is not Lorga, and I know that for certain.
Fuck, she knows.
Hey, who's the best at faking? Because somebody needs to be confused right now.
Yeah, well, Fenris is absolutely going to look confused.
How would you know that? No one else seems to have questioned it.
I saw her soul leave Cold Rock, as is my charge whenever someone dies here.
You're saying Lorga's dead?
Yes.
Then who is that?
I do not rightly know. Go and give me an insight. Anyone.
Okay. I would love to do this, please. Oh, 18?
Yay, 18.
Hey, not bad, Ash.
Roll your normal 20, Monty.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Monty, again, I'll give you advantage. You've got insight on Tithinia that other people don't.
Okay, that's going to either be a soft
13.
20
Ooh.
or...
soft 20.
That's a 19.
So a soft 20.
18, so soft 20 for me.
Okay. Monty?
Hi.
They got a 19.
No! God dang it!
No, soft 20
I beat
the 19.
that. I beat that by
As
one.
you see her trying to hide any effects of calmness or agitation, she's trying to keep you all off guard. But you are certain, Koro, despite her trying to obfuscate the truth, she has no idea who Lorga is or could be.
Fuck. Okay, she doesn't know at least.
Yep, that's good.
So then I assume you're not going to be voting for this Logar then?
No, how could I in good conscience do that? If only Ezenor was here, she would have made a perfect candidate. Gifts for foresight, could have seen the attacks against Cold Rock as well. But no, she made a deal and ran. Now we're stuck with only one person in all Cold Rock who can keep the temperature where it should be and the air breathable.
What do you mean she ran?
She made a deal.
With
Saw
you?
something she didn't like and ran. Sorry, what was that, Monty?
Koro asked, with you?
Contractually, I'm not at liberty to discuss, beyond what I have already mentioned.
Then it was with you, and I understand why she ran. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh, fuck!
Whatever do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
Well, regardless, there's only one person I suppose I could see myself voting for to get in the good sides. The question would be if they would accept it. The boy, Zerok. It will keep the orcs from raging against the transition of power.
They will not rage as long as the quarantine is lifted.
Very clever of you. But I would imagine you need my vote, yes?
You need a vote.
Fenris will just kind of stare at them blankly. Whatever do you mean?
Well, I would imagine Amor wants all of these things in writing.
We're simply looking for your logic and who you are being swayed towards, and so far we've gone through 3 names, all of which you've had a reason for voting for, and all of which you seem to have a reason to not vote for. Otherwise you wouldn't be so perked up by the information that perhaps only lifting the quarantine is what the orcs need. Then who would be your 4th pick?
Amor. He has proven to honor his debts that are owed, and he knows his duty.
And you're okay with him potentially shutting down during his duties?
You know about that?
Fenris doesn't need to say anything else, so just wait.
I have clearly underestimated you, Stalwart souls. You shall have my decision within the hour.
Understood.
Feel free to leave.
With that, Fenris will get up
Cantor
and
leaves.
Yep, head out.
Did she look after the ledger as we leave again?
Give me a perception.
Ugh. 14.
You don't see her look towards the ledger, but she looks towards Koro like she has a vendetta now.
Oh.
Go fuck
no.
yourself, lady. Go fuck yourself.
Oof.
L plus ratio plus didn't ask plus seethe plus.
I guess we're all leaving then.
All right.
Which means we'll go immediately towards the wilting one in the Wands District door.
Yes.
Don't forget, we do need to go see Inri as well.
Yeah.
I
think we're
figured
just
we do
hitting
him
everybody
last.
once to kind of
Yeah.
give up the impression that we're going to everybody, and then we're gonna go see people a
To
second
Henry.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Stalwart souls. You hear from the door. Come on in.
Fenris will walk in first this time to spare Serena. I also still have my channel divinity up. Teehee.
Yeah, I imagine we all filter in and close the door behind us.
As you all see a man in a very ragged black cloak sitting at a rocking chair in front of a hearth with no other lighting in the room.
Well?
I take it your meeting was productive?
Quite. Your information was spot on.
I'm glad to hear it.
She knows that Lorga is no longer here.
I suspected as much. But I would also suspect she is the only one who knows. Other than you, of course, Serena.
Well, I mean, other than all of us, but...
I meant heads of district.
Oh.
So where lean you, wilting one?
Well, as much power as I might hold, 2 votes in any one direction, that would prove rather strong. But for the sake of keeping up appearances and not causing a panic that Lorga is gone, I'll keep Lorga's vote Lorga's and mine my own.
That's why I asked you and not Lorga.
I would not vote for myself. I cannot vote for myself. Despite all that we know, Serena would be a better choice if she were only more well-known, more tested in this sort of arena. At least, in my opinion. Once more... Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, just the look of Serena again, like, why? Why do people have...
Why me?
Once more, in spite of all we know, I had to vote for someone. I feel Master Zerolk would be the best choice. Cold Rock must rebuild, and in my opinion, he has the best chance of doing so. Give me a insight, if you wish.
I was just gonna ask, because that doesn't seem right. Oh, for fuck's sake, Fenris!
You get the +5, though.
No, it's only to persuasion.
No, it's persuasion.
17.
Right.
Yeah, good job, Ash.
Insight away. No.
No.
No one.
Yeah, we got a 16 or
fair.
17 on the board, maybe.
I got lucky last time, so.
It's all good.
Actually, Serena, as well as Ash, you both notice that everyone has called him the boy. He's the only one who's called him Master Zerol.
Serena will kind of cock an eyebrow.
Master Zarok.
Yes, he is young, of course, but look how much power he already wields. Why demean him by calling him a boy?
Kind
You
of
place an awful-
on it for a second. Oh, go ahead.
You wish to place an awful lot of responsibility upon him, on top of what he already has.
Heavy is the head, Fenris Kaonrai. But, as you also clearly have Amor's ear, if I could ask you a favor, in making sure
Depends.
this boat is swung in the direction that you wish.
Depends on the favor.
Of course, do not ask you to sign a blank check. But I would ask you to convince Amor to make sure this vote is anonymous. If not, there will be even more hostilities between parties than there already are. I'm certain that Amor wants to make a big show of everyone revealing their answers to the delegation outside, but if the votes do not go a way that is expected, or perhaps even one that is expected, there will be further division between the heads as they know who they voted for.
We've already been going around and collecting early tallies. Perhaps we could simply gather up pieces of paper from each person and then deliver them anonymously to Amor to count.
Then, You must speak with Amor to make sure that is the case.
Serena will look at you, Fenris.
I do agree. I think in this case, an anonymous vote may actually be for the best.
Though as I am to say it, I am inclined to agree.
You accomplish this, I will owe you something.
Insight. I want to insight that.
Sure.
I'm just trying to figure out somebody with that much of immense power, why he wants this as an anonymous vote that badly. Soft 20.
Ooh.
Soft 20? You are fairly certain he is being genuine with the soft 20. He seems worried. Perhaps with the 20, more worried when he came to his tone about Inri as well as Tithinia, what they might do.
Got it.
Serena will kind of look at him again.
You know, we spoke to you about Inri. Be honest, do you think Zarok would be better a choice than Inri, or do you think both are capable?
I am certain Inri is capable. It is a matter of how expedient they choose to be. Master Zarok is already in charge of the docks. He knows how half the operations that would be coming and going of Cold Rock would be, what's necessary. This is a new arena for Inri. The only other option as far as expediency for getting things done would be Tithinia, and I think we all know that is a poor vote.
Yeah, I don't think that one's happening.
Well, then I suppose you've made up your mind.
Indeed.
And I believe we should all...
The hour has
Yes.
concluded. I imagine all of us will have our votes ready and waiting at the doors. You can tell Amor as much.
Understood. Suppose we'll see you in a few moments.
Until next we meet, Stalwart Souls. Serena Vanderstar. He nods.
He nods too. Like, oh, I wasn't expecting to be addressed directly again.
I don't like it.
I don't like any of this.
Stop looking at my friend. But Fenris will leave.
Do we want to take a moment in Serena's room again to like?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. So we leave Serena's room, close the door, sit down.
I'll take a big sigh. Yeah.
Yeah, we all like collapse and just.
Ash is gonna clear their throat and just say like, I'm not sure an anonymous vote really is the best option here.
Why do you say that?
As it stands, the heads who are at each other's throats, they've already assumed what the other will vote for, and if the vote is anonymous, it'll just confirm their assumptions as far as they're concerned. But we have it on pretty good authority that nobody's going to vote for themselves, and for everybody to see that may ease some of the tension, I suppose.
Serena, as real quick, Serena as well as Fenris, please give me an insight.
Okay. 14?
8.
Fenris, you get the feeling the anonymous vote, showing his hand at the very end of that conversation as you were leaving, is not to protect any of the other heads. It's potentially to protect Serena.
He didn't suggest it to help the other heads. He's doing it to cover for Serena.
Serena kind of looks towards you.
I'm starting to get a little weirded out by this person. They seem pretty attached or obsessed with you, Serena.
And gives one of those, like, I don't know.
Serena was the first of us
Only
to
I'm allowed
encounter.
to do that.
Get back off of my girl.
To your your closet shrine, like in Hey Arnold, how you have like a shrine.
No, Koro just like Serena. He's not like obsessed.
You're
like
more
that.
classy than that.
He's classy, yeah.
Serena was the first among us to interact with them. Do not know if perhaps that is where his affinity comes from, or perhaps he knows something about your line that none of us do.
What, is he like a duckling or something?
I do not know. But what we do know, and have had it confirmed now, is that he is one of the most powerful people on Cold Rock. There is absolutely a reason he is infatuated with Serena. We just don't know what it is yet.
I can think of a few reasons.
Are you? We're going to come back to that.
That was above board. Fuck you.
Oh, okay. You did the accent. I thought you did the accent. I was willing.
So is this. This is also above
yes,
board.
of course. Welcome above board. Hello.
No, it's
This
that
is me
anime
talking.
effect where a loud wind comes through and you can't hear it. You know, so it's only like, what are you talking about? You didn't catch that.
Exactly.
Yeah, in game, Serena just thought it was she was thinking it was Zarok, and the fact that he was no longer going to vote for Tithinia, and didn't want to cause tensions between those two. So that's why she was thinking, like, oh yeah, Anonymous would probably be good in that case, because we don't want to cause trouble for relations that, were previously good,
Yeah.
I think having it be anonymous will do two things. I do believe it will protect Serena, but it will also get us a favor with a very powerful individual. And loath as I am to admit it, that is a powerful thing.
Ash is gonna deflate in the chair like everybody else and just... Politics are impossible.
We are
Do
navigating...
like one of those nods all at the same time, like yeah.
We are navigating decades, centuries of history. It can't all be solved in a day. I consider it a small miracle we even have somewhat of a consensus. Which... Karato, what were the tallies again?
You caught me with food in my mouth.
Of course. What are you, Ash?
As a few people are stress eating.
Oh my god, yeah.
We at least know that Amor would vote for Henry. We know that
Inri's
Cezanne...
Lorga.
Yes.
Serena's Inri. Lorga's Inri. Xerox unknown.
Cezanne is Henry if we can get the guarantee. And I think Zarok will also vote for Henry if we get the guarantee that the quarantine will be lifted. Really, the only two who will not be voting for Henry are the two voting for Zarok, which are Tithenia and the wilting one.
And Inri. Inri can't vote Inri.
Correct. We don't know how Henry will vote.
Well, they said they're probably going to vote Lorga.
Which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world.
Serena will kind of mull it over.
Between all of you, who do you think is the better option between Zarok and Inri?
Probably Inri.
I think it comes as no surprise. I would vote for Inri.
Yeah, because at least, it's if Zarok gets figured out, it's less of a kerfuffle after the fact.
Do you want my honest opinion?
Serena nods.
I think Zarok is the better answer, which is why I think it should be Henry.
Care to elaborate?
Yeah, Serena's got that confused politics look like, oh man.
I think it's that we're being played into thinking we should vote Zarok. So, going for the next best choice, because I can't help but think that
Koro.
Hi.
I was.
Tithinia might be playing
go-
us voting for
Sorry,
that.
go. Yeah, go ahead. You figured it out.
We already have seen the two people that are going to vote for Zarok. It is the Wilting one, and it is Tithinia. And what do we know about both of them?
That we shouldn't trust either.
Not only that, but they are always going to vote in their best interest. And who is the most easily manipulated? A child. Which is not meant as disrespect. But we saw how easy it was for Tithinia to weave her web. And the Wilting one no doubt wishes to do the same.
This might sound kind of fucked up, but I don't think that he's suffered enough.
I don't think you're wrong. I also think if you remove him from the orcs, who steps up in his place? He has already been thrust into that position because there is no one else. Whereas if we remove Enri, he has already guaranteed that there is a second in command that he would trust to run his affairs day to day.
I think if we discuss with Inri after this, I know we must ask about the things that Cezano had concerns for, but I think we should also impart the importance of the Tusk district and their concerns as well.
I would agree, and it is going to go a long way if Zarok can go back to his people and speak that he voted for the person who won. It will carry much more weight than if they believe that his choice was not picked.
Should we speak to Amor first about the voting and then talk to the others to confirm their votes?
I think that's probably a wise idea.
Before we kind of finish up, Serena will look over to you, Koro.
Koro,
Mm-hmm.
your feelings towards Tithinia are quite valid, but you should be careful. It seems she has a particular hate towards you now, and the hate of a powerful person is powerful indeed.
She is probably the most intelligent idiot I've ever met.
Serena actually does smirk at that, like...
Fenris will also smile, but she is a very powerful idiot.
Welcome to politics.
If a meathead like me is enough to tip her off, she is sloppy. She'll make mistakes. I don't underestimate her power, but I don't think that she's half as good as she thinks she is.
I just am concerned that she's good enough to cause us problems.
And you all know that she rules the Banner Hands where...
Mm-hmm.
I live, and show up my house is on fire. It's like, well, shit.
Yep.
Okay, whose house are we moving to next? Hands up.
Koro does turn and goes, if push comes to shove, I will make the right choices if necessary, if it means protecting you all.
Well, I don't like how
I'm
that
not
sounds.
concerned about protecting you.
Correct. Like it or not, Koro, you have friends. And we're concerned for you.
Disgusting.
Gross.
I know, I don't like it either, but here we are. I've grown quite fond of you all. It's a detriment to everything that I stand for. So, before we get any more mushy feelings out into the open, perhaps we go speak to Amor, yes?
Serena nods, but she's keeping this conversation in her mind. She's never heard you say such mushy things before. She will keep that with her.
That we're friends? How dare.
I know, right?
Yeah. Well, you already know that he's in absolute love and passionate everything with Ash. Clearly,
Oh, yeah. No, she
so
fully
Right.
believes
so
you're a
already
committed
he's just
relationship.
crushing on all of you now. Clearly, this is an elf thing.
No, this is friendship.
Yeah.
With Ash, that's
Yeah.
a whole other thing.
Oh yeah, that is not meant for TV. That is pay-per-view
Yeah.
only. So
When you guys walk off together, like, she's not gonna ask what you guys do.
no, and it better not be said on stream. So we are going to go see Amor. And Fenris is going to lead the way because I'm going to get as much out of this channel divinity as I can if we still have some of that 10 minutes
Yeah.
left.
I'll give it to you. It's fine.
Okay. Then he's going to Amor.
I trust your meetings went well.
They certainly happened. I wanted
heard
to
mi-
suggest...
I heard minimal
please.
yelling, so that is good.
Yes.
I can yell if you want.
Please, we've had enough.
To be fair, it's all soundproofed, so I mean, like, you didn't yelling anyways.
Yeah, you should have seen Cezanne's room.
I would like to suggest a method for voting. It seems most are ready to cast.
Oh, that's good. Rather expedient.
We shall see. But I am recommending that perhaps the Stalwart souls collect all of the votes anonymously and deliver them to you for counting.
The wilting one thought very much the same. But would that not show that we do not trust each other?
The thing
I
is,
think it will
we don't
do
trust each other.
I think it will do quite the opposite.
No, two different answers. Hey, it's true, though. People don't trust each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I suppose I was a fool. Did not realize how quickly things had deteriorated between all the districts. I trust your judgment. If you think this would be wise, then it shall be done. But if any one of us heads are the ones collecting the votes, there will be some suspicion.
I believe Serena should wait in their room and we will collect their votes along with everyone else. They will not be seen with us collecting votes.
Not just we. Kanato, adopted child of the beloved and respected Gizelet. I doubt anyone would have issue with you collecting and tallying the votes.
Yeah, so get my adopted sibling to go and
Yay!
votes. There's no bias in that.
Oh my god, we're sitting in a car fox.
Woo. That's true, though. How can anybody be distrustful of Kanato?
Carrier fox. He's so cute. Also, he can fit his hand underneath the door because he's so small, so he can easily slide them out.
As Kanato, Amor gives you a small jewelry box with nothing in it. Writes something down on a small missive paper and places it inside. Face down. You have one vote already.
Amor, perhaps you should hold on to this. There's at least one or two more people we need to speak with. I don't know if we should be carrying this around as we do so.
No, I want them to see that we have the utmost trust in the Stalwart souls. Collect their votes. The hour is nearly upon us anyway.
Very well.
He gives you a nod. I shall see you once the votes are collected.
Then also kind of turn back to everyone. Then we should speak to Henry and Zarok. And then perhaps Cezanne as well before we do this officially.
Serena nods.
Agreed.
And I guess we'll go speak to Henry first. We have to. This all goes through him. Yes, we have. Do you have a moment to speak?
Of course.
My friends and I have heard some of the concerns from the other districts, and we were hoping that you might be able to clear up a couple of things for us. Perhaps maybe take a suggestion or two.
Sure, I would be happy to hear whatever you have to say, especially I'd imagine your insights are a bit more developed now that you've talked to some of the others.
Yes, there are, to be blunt, concerns about your leadership abilities, given your penchant for disappearing in important moments in Cold Rock's history. I was hoping there is something that you could say or explain to us that we could take back to the other district heads to inform them as to why that is not the case, and why it would not be the case were you to be the regent of Cold Rock.
You see him take Go ahead and give me an insight.
Okay.
Anyone who wishes.
Go Team Venture. Let's go, Nat 20!
Whoa.
I'm in it. I'm in my fucking charismatic phase.
Eyes dilate.
Yeah, you got your your like.
My channel divinity came through.
I'm like staring at the pretty box to make sure no one
It's shiny.
does anything with it.
Yeah, you're like, this is my one job, and I refuse to do anything else.
You see him kind of sit back as he seems confused at the question, but specifically, Ash as well as Fenris, you notice that the question shatters him. You get the feeling that you've spoken a truth to him that he was not often told.
Mm-hmm.
What did that one-handed bastard tell you?
I will be the first to tell you that he told us nothing.
What?
It did not come from him, despite your history.
And who?
Is it important who? I asked if you could give me something to take back to other people that would dissuade that.
Give me diplomacy.
Is that, well, diplomacy would be 3-5. Can I give you persuasion?
Right. Persuasion, I'm so sorry.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
I don't have that. I'm not proficient.
Oh, it's another one! Let's go! I'm in it! I'm fucking in it! So with a plus 5?
30.
God damn.
Yep, 33. Scottie Pippen, natural 33. Let's go!
You see him want to fight to get that small morsel of information as though it burns at his pride. But then as you say that, Fenris, he looks towards you, and he looks towards each of you. You're right. Koro spoke for the betterment of all Cold Rock, and that requires a firmer hand. I have a child who is very sickly in my estate. I have kept him secret for most of the world, as the markings of his condition would cause a lot of suspicion. Each time there has been an attack on Cold Rock, I have fled to keep him hidden.
Sorry, who did he keep hidden? I missed that real quick.
Child.
His child or a child?
He said a child, but
A child. Okay, I just wanted to double check. It's a very important A versus the.
But I mean, it could be his child. He just said a
yeah.
child, though.
Okay.
If I can get the Stalwart Soul's assurances that if I am placed as regent of the Gold Tower of Cold Rock, that you will see to it personally this child is escorted towards my new office. I solemnly vow that I shall not run or hide. As much as I care for this child deeply, cannot compare for the weight and the size, the amount of people that on Cold Rock that would require leadership. I fled because I believed the stairs were strong enough on their own. And for the most part, I was right. But this changes things.
I cannot even begin to imagine the weight upon your shoulders looking after a child. We will do whatever we can, but the running has to stop. I take you at your word on it that it will.
He gives you a solemn nod.
I did not mean to push or pry.
No. No, you did. You must, though, in your situation. I understand. Much as this pains me, it is a truth that is hard. It is the truth. And I trust you will keep it as hidden as I have.
I will not speak it aloud.
He gives you a nod.
There is one other piece of business.
Yes.
The harbor master, Master Zarok in particular, of the Tusks district, they are concerned about this barricade. They are hoping that something could be done about it, that the quarantine be lifted. I wanted to ask you directly that were you to become regent, if that is something that you could do with the utmost haste, not something that could be put upon the back burner.
Are there not more of those worm-like creatures in the Cheap Gate?
Above Games End, we've seen them on Cold Rock already, correct?
Well, you fought them on your way to try and help Karnesh, but you also got rid of the ones that were at the Cheap Gate when you helped Cezanne. But clearly he doesn't know that.
But
but
they got
the one source of worms, so.
But we know that there were worms even with the quarantine, right?
There were the quarantine was in result of the worms being here.
Got it. So they found the worms. Yeah. So then Fenris will nod in confirmation. Yes, we dealt with the worm problem ourselves.
As always, Stalwart souls, you've always continued to find new ways to surprise me. Giselet chose well in all of you. Let's do him proud. It'll be done.
Thank you.
He nods.
Then I suppose we should take our leave. We will have these conversations, but Kanato will be back to collect your vote very shortly.
Of course. I will be waiting outside with it.
And Fenris will step outside.
Rena will look at him. Cezanne next.
I suppose, yes.
Did I get their vote though? Like before we left?
You're gonna go back.
We're gonna come back because we don't want to be
Okay,
with you, so it doesn't look like we're just like, hey, go grab the vote, go grab the vote.
Be with you when
Yeah.
you're collecting votes because it's a little bit.
It's
You
gonna
also
look
get the
weird.
We
Little
got Amor's
sus.
vote.
Yeah.
You also get the impression that they're all going to be waiting outside their respective doors to give you their votes, if they haven't given you them already.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll go see Cezanne next, and as we walk up,
Come in. Fenris, yes. Good to see you.
my compatriots and I have returned with the information you requested.
And?
We have spoken directly to Enri, and we have received a guarantee that there will be no more running if they are voted to be Regent of Cold Rock.
Believe him.
I do.
I do too.
He nods. Then he shall have my vote.
It means a great deal to all of us that you're willing to do this, and the gesture is not lost on us.
I'm not voting to help him. He's going to have his work cut out for him. I'm voting to keep someone else in check.
the statement stands regardless. Thank you.
He nods, writes his note on a piece of paper, and moves over towards Kanato. Are you taking them, or are we reciting them?
We're just don't show me. Like you could have put a different thing. It's fine. We're doing anonymous voting. If you want to just place it face down in here.
He nods before placing it in the box.
And Fenris will take his leave.
All right.
And we'll go see the harbor master very briefly.
Okay. As you return to Zerolk. I'm glad you're back.
Yes, we bring you some very positive and interesting information. We have spoken with Henry about your concerns about the quarantine. And they have assured us...
You see him looking a bit nervous. Do you all mind closing the door? As he takes kind of a deep breath. I didn't suppose you talked to Tithinia, did you?
We did, actually.
She came by and she was rather sweet to me. I tried to take your words into account, but I think she thinks I'm going to vote for her.
Are you concerned that if she finds out you haven't, that would cause issues?
A little bit, yes, but... Well, I watched her leave, and she didn't go back towards her room. She went towards... the wilting ones. Right after mine.
Fenris is going to turn around and look at everybody like, uh-oh.
Hey, we had the option to leave someone out in the middle. We never did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one issue at a time, I suppose. The vote is going to be anonymous, so nobody should know who you vote for.
Only the winner will be declared. They won't know the votes of the others. And given that it's majority, no one will know if you do not vote for her.
I just better hope someone else votes for Tithinia, then.
Well, out of game, are they just going to read the like who wins the majority, or are they going to read all the names?
You have no idea.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna have to clarify that with Amor. But
We
if
should
this isn't
now
if the votes are anonymous, even if they read out the tallies, hopefully nothing bad happens. We are certainly not here to tell you how to vote. We simply wanted to let you know that we upheld our end of the agreement and spoke with Henry. And they have said that the quarantine being lifted will be a top priority for them.
That's good. And if he loses, hopefully you can convince whoever else gets it, assuming it's not me, that needs to happen.
We will certainly do our best.
Thank you. As he seems to already have something written in hand, as he walks over towards you, Kanato.
I'll open the box for him and just go ahead, place it in. You don't even have to show us.
He does so.
Close it again immediately.
Yep.
Snap their fingers off now.
Clack.
And then I suppose we'll step out into the hallway.
All right.
I believe that is everyone we needed to speak to. Perhaps the rest of us should go back to Serena's room while you finish this, Kanato.
He kind of looks back.
Do you think it will be okay that she went to speak with him?
No, and I don't think we should talk about it out here.
All right, I'll continue the rounds. All right. First stop, I'll go to
Fenris
someone
is
I
gonna
know.
go-
Serena's room.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, you
Your
could go to
closes
Serena's
the
room.
door. I imagine you walk up and knock on it like 2 seconds after
Yeah.
she closes the door.
For the
Hey,
sake
I'm here
for
for
the
your
sake
vote.
Yeah.
for the sake of brevity, you go towards each of the individuals who you haven't spoken to a second time, and they each hand you their vote quietly without any incident into the box. Until finally the last person to vote is Serena. And if you would like to
Gotcha.
confer with your fellows, you may.
Yeah, so I'm gonna vote for Titania, actually.
Oh my god, you too? Oh my god. Are you I was hoping you were gonna write someone in. I was hoping you'd write in like, I don't know,
Serena felt
Heiromir
bad
or
that
like
Zurok was gonna get in trouble by Titania for not voting for her, so then Serena decided to vote instead, so that way she'll think that it was him.
Oh my god, no,
Yeah.
Heiromir is a way better independent candidate because he's not really with any party, he's unaffiliated, and I just really like what he stands for.
No, Serena
I know I don't get a
breaks all
vote,
the
but-
rules and votes for herself.
No,
I'm
my
voting
vote's for
Harambe.
Adler.
Oh my god, I forgot about Adler. Oh my god, he's so good.
Oh yeah, let's vote Adler.
Oh my god, I like Adler
Joke's
a
on
lot.
you. I've got all 6 votes right here, and I could just edit them.
This campaign would be over if Adler ended up being
so-
the leader of Cold Rock.
He's
So-
a neutral party. He's perfect.
Right, there
We
will
are
be-
voting for Henry, yeah?
There will be a total of 8 votes.
I think we're voting Henry, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Serena will stick to the plan. For all she knows, if she decided to be like, oh, I'll just vote for this random person, everything will go wrong.
Yeah. Alright.
Because
And
we
as
don't
you
know
co-
what happened. Who else talked to whoever else when we were talking to people?
Yeah.
So
And as you collect the final vote, Kanato, you see the other heads of the district looking towards you as Amor motions to go towards the front of the large throne room near the Rocksmoot Hall. Vote bearer, if you could approach the Portmaster's throne and read the tallies one at a time.
oh no,
Oh no.
Yep. Yep.
Well,
should have voted for her.
And
Just to
do.
make
you should
him feel better.
No.
it would have covered.
Well, if she gets 0 votes, fuck her. She can fucking cry about it. I don't care.
She wouldn't kill
Oh,
a kid,
Canada.
right?
There's so much pressure
She's
on
a
you.
devil. Absolutely, she would.
We
But
also
because
we said
the
that
thing
they
is,
could
if
vote for
she-
whoever.
if she
Yeah.
does anything to him, though, everyone else is gonna fuck. Like she's going down. Like there's
Yeah,
no way.
he's got
the
more
other-
protection than we do, that's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Here you go.
How are we gonna do this? Are you gonna like DM me individually each one? And
I'm gonna send you each name, one at a time. You, Evie, I'm giving you full permission. You can say whatever the fuck you think Kanato would say.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Read them out.
If you want to lie, we'll need a deception, but you could say
Oh
I'm
wow.
not forcing you.
You could lie on
She just-
Serena's behalf to cover for him. Oh man.
Are you ready?
Yeah, if you're gonna lie on anybody's line, Serena.
Lie on
she'd
Serena's
be okay
behalf.
with
So you
it.
can fudge one of them if you want to. Oh wow.
Serena would nod 100%.
Keep in mind, there would still be evidence on the paper.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not if I
Well-
cast Burning Hands.
You don't even know what order they're in, right? Or who they're from?
That's
Correct.
correct.
Just
Not
names,
really.
right?
The only one I
So-
would probably know would maybe be Serena's because it was the last one put in there.
And you
It's up to
probably
you.
recognize her handwriting because you lived with her for so long.
Yeah.
So you'd
Go ahead.
probably look at that and be like, "Oh, this Serena wrote this one."
Yeah.
It's written in blood. It's got to be hers, right?
You're right. My
You ready?
Hey.
Kanato.
Yep.
Come on, Kanato.
So I pick up the first note. The first one says Henry. And next one, we have another for Henry. And we have our first vote for Lorga. We have a vote for Zerolk. We have a second vote for Lorga.
2 for Henry, 2 for Lorga.
Mm-hmm.
We have a vote for Zerolk again. So it's a 3-way tie.
Yeah, it is.
We know Titania and
2 more
the guilty
votes.
one. We're gonna vote for them. So,
Yeah, so somebody didn't do what they were supposed to.
well, this one of the votes for Lorga is Inri. So yeah.
One of them is Henry, but
Yes.
somebody else is.
Seventh vote is Serena.
I didn't vote
And
for
the final
myself, I
vote
swear.
is for Henry.
Wow. Who didn't do what they were supposed to?
And as the final name is called, there's a silence amongst the hall as a few moments of a tense pause take form. And there, we are going to take a break.
Go
Oh, man.
fuck yourself, lady.
Somebody
Go
lied to
fuck
us flat
yourself.
out.
Whoa.
Who voted for me?
I gotta pee.
I think I have an idea of who voted for you.
I think I
Let
have
me
an idea
just
too.
Okay.
What was the deception roll for?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Why would you roll that? And second of all, why would you roll so low? Why wouldn't you just roll better? Why wouldn't you just do better? Why would you do this? Welcome into the halftime show. What did I swear to God, if you changed one of these votes,
Welcome into the halftime show where the Seahawks are doing real good right now.
are they?
Yeah.
Were the Seahawks playing? Because I'm pretty sure it was the Chargers and the Eagles.
No, not right now, just in general.
What are the Seahawks?
Mm. Bruh.
I know what the Seahawks are. I'm just trying to make you mad.
I just wanted to see what Bosco would say.
Wow.
They are doing really good, though.
They are. The Seahawks are doing great. I'm just like, they didn't play tonight. It was the Chargers and the Eagles. That's objectively wrong.
They're doing real good right now in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks are birds.
The Seahawks are
So are
birds.
Eagles.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so the 4 people that we said were gonna vote for Inri for sure were Susano, Serena, Amor, and Lorga.
Yup.
Lorga, aka the Wilton one.
But we only ended up with 3 for
And
in.
we only ended up with 3.
We
but
ended up
think
with
we're
3.
accurate.
So it's good that you voted for Inri, because if you had tried to get cute, it would have been fucked up.
I knew something like that was gonna happen. That's why
I felt
can't.
it. I was like, we can't take this chance. We have to make sure Inri wins, and I'm so glad that we did.
Well, we know that somebody in this group has been lying to us anyways about.
Well, remember
I'm
what
shocked. This
we
group?
we already know that somebody's in league with the fucking yellow in this group.
Yeah. So we had one more for Lorga than we were expecting, right?
But
'Cause
the
it
thing
was
is,
Yeah.
we
just
don't
gonna
know
be
about
Henry.
Zerok because he was talking about Lorga, and we just kind of came in with Inri afterwards, saying that we confirmed on his. So
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
already had the vote written down. So he might
So
vote
the
Lorga.
Lorga vote is not confusing me because that makes sense. We knew there were going to be
It's just who
2,
voted
and there
for
were 2.
Serena then.
It's
Yeah,
who voted
Henry-
for Serena, and I have a guess.
One did. It was 1 for Serena.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody voted for Serena and didn't vote for Inri.
Yep. Which
Yeah, we got-
leaves Cezanne, Zerulk, and Amor were the 3 that we were for sure going to get on top of Serena. So one of them did not vote for.
Well, the ones that we had for Inri were Cezanne, Serena, Amor, and Lorga. Zerok was maybe Lorga at that
All
point.
right, Zerulk was not counted in that, which...
Yeah. So Lorga, Amor, and Cezanne were the ones that we had thought were confirmed.
And who's the one
Inri
that's
by the
infatuated with you?
I didn't know they got a vote.
Yeah, wait.
Lorga absolutely got a vote.
end. They're
No.
talking about Goro.
Yeah.
I did it. I slipped a vote in.
Nice.
This is
Why are there
Harry
9
Potter,
pieces of paper?
What is it? The one where they do the championship thing? Koro
The
slipped
Goblet
paper
of
into the
Fire.
go-
Yeah, I
Koro
slipped a piece of paper into the Goblet of Fire.
It's also interesting. The Wilted one wanted to protect Serena by making this anonymous, and it almost backfired. But we survived, and now we've got a favor.
Yay.
Indeed.
And we got some
Sounds-
new enemies. Yay.
Yeah.
Sounds like we're all back.
Yep. Because it would have been interesting because we didn't have to take the favor and we would have gotten information on who everyone voted for. But I think the favor is more valuable and we can always weed out who didn't do what.
All right. With that in mind, is Heartsy back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. We all ready to continue?
Yeah.
Hey, can we roll an insight check on like the room? How are people looking?
It is a moment that is passing. I will allow everyone to make an insight on
I would
one
love
individual
to.
that they wish.
So how do we want to do this? Do we each want to try to go after a different person?
Fucking devil bitch. I want to insight
That makes
devil
sense.
Bitch.
Okay.
Can I insight Kanato?
We'll do this one at a time. We'll start with Fenris.
Oh man. I will pick. Come back to me. I need to think. I apologize.
All right. Well, no, it's all right. No, that's a completely valid answer. We'll go with. We will then go with Serena. Same answer.
Yeah. Give me a second. Let Koro
Let Koro
go.
go, because Koro knows for sure she wants
Koro's locked in.
Tithenia.
Koro knows who he's focusing on.
Yeah. Tithenia.
Flat insight check.
Yes. No, I'll give you advantage again.
I was gonna say they got that bitch on lock.
You got her number. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So +7.
Here we go.
Oh, that's pretty fucking
Oh,
good.
that's really good. That's a 21.
23. Yeah, that's a 23.
You see all the devils look perturbed, a bit in shock, a little annoyed, looking towards each other for some validation as to what's going on, with the exception of Tithenia. She is motionless, but you roll just high enough to see her give a glance towards specifically Zerulk.
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't vote for her.
Mm-hmm.
Which that makes sense. We knew that was going to cause issues, but I commend the kid for sticking to his guts.
He did the right thing. He 100% did the right thing.
Yeah.
You
Even if he
then
didn't... Yeah.
see her look towards the wilting one.
Ooh.
Oh.
You notice an equal amount of venom in her sight.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't mind watching them fight.
Yeah, that'd be great.
The problem is she's got something on him, but
not without her book, she doesn't.
Ledger, she doesn't shit on him, but it's on us now, which is a bit more.
Yeah, which is a problem because the longer we hold on to it, the more
Bigger
problems it could
target we
cause.
get. But for the sake of this, it's a good thing we had it when we did.
All right. Does anyone else want to see somebody?
Yeah, I'm still... Serena, do you have someone?
I mean, if she was to try and incite anyone, I feel like it would be the wilted one.
That's why I was waiting, because I didn't want to double up, so go for it.
You absolutely can.
0.
All I'm going to say is good luck.
Yeah, with her 0 insight. This
Yeah,
girl
but if
can't
you-
incite anybody in this room.
Yeah, but
She
if there's
doesn't even
anyone that
focus
could do it, I believe it's Serena. Please, if ever there was a time to fucking big brain it.
Yeah, because like, for the people that would have voted for her, like I think that's the thing is that she's thrown off by that there was a vote for her in there.
Yeah.
So like, and there's no inciting Lorga because Lorga's a freaking puppet right now. Ugh.
Oh!
I think she's
Damn.
lost. I think she's kind of looking around at everybody and she's like,
You are
Why
certain
me?
there's some subtlety, there's more to what he's doing than he's giving on. But the obvious thing that he is doing, that he's making a show of, is he's looking directly towards Tithenia and smiling.
Oh, he stuck it to her. Holy shit.
I love him for that. Never mind. He's great. We should. Why?
No, I don't. You
Why
know,
would we
man.
lock him up,
I know too
dude?
much. I know way too much. Fuck me.
Enemy of my enemy, right?
Does Ash want to incite somebody?
Yeah, actually, I really want to incite Kanato above game, but I think I'll incite Inri.
That makes sense. That makes
Just
total
I would-
sense. I'll
Yeah.
give you
That
advantage
was-
on this as well because you know
That was literally my
Sweet.
backup too. Fuck. Who do I? Ooh.
15.
you see him look a little shocked, as though he wasn't fully ready for this result, but take a deep breath and find courage before taking steps forward.
Let's go. I had faith.
As they take a step forward, Kanto's gonna like close the box, but like pocket the notes for themselves. They don't really know what the thing is, and they're gonna like hand the box back, and then just kind of slink into the crowd, like their friends hide.
If you hear from... Oh, so this is right before he speaks. Does anyone else want to incite anybody?
I do. I'm so sorry. I want to incite Amor.
Oh.
All right.
That was my other one. I was between Amor and the Wilton.
Yeah, I was. I know the. So this is my thought process. I know the wilting one is fucking with this. I don't think I can get a read on him anyway, but we're gonna figure it out. But fuck, there's something about Amor because in my brain, if somebody's in league with the yellow, I have backstory as to why the demons were involved with the yellow. But something like Cezanne doesn't feel like he would be colluded. There's something about Amor where I'm like, if someone's doing it, maybe it's you. So I have to incite him. I need to know. 16. We'll see what happens.
He looks relieved.
Okay.
Thank God someone's somewhat well-adjusted.
Yeah. Okay.
Not eating children, like you were concerned about.
Listen, that's still on the table, but you know.
Amor was the
He's
one
discussion.
person that I was like, I don't know how to read you. Okay. That gives
Makes sense.
me
He's a
some...
robot.
Yeah. Amor. Okay. Amor looked relieved of the vote.
As Kanato, you see you see Inri take a few steps towards the looks like a chair next to the portmaster's chair. If I could, Kanato, put the votes back in the box.
Sure.
He eats the votes.
I'm assuming you do so?
Yeah.
I don't know this
Sure.
tone. What's
Yeah,
going on? Okay.
yeah,
I'm thinking about it.
He overlooks each of them before nodding, closing the lid on the chest and putting it on the top stair where the throne would lead towards. Let anyone who has doubt count for yourself. If not, I take the mantle as Portmaster Regent until such time as a new Portmaster is assigned or Kanesh returns to his post. Does anyone oppose? Silence. Looks around as a few murmurs are interrupting towards each other, but none of the district heads speak. You see another tense breath exit from Inri as he takes a seat in Ma's chair, the chair designated for the regent. And by first decree, I lift the quarantine, Cold Rock. Allow any city guards to immediately function on where these worms might still be located on Cold Rock itself, and check every ship that comes through to be doubly certain. We must start rebuilding. You see a few people seem to murmur as you notice Zero seem to also take a deep breath out in relief. My second decree, is one that must be done in private. Everyone but the Stalwart souls are dismissed. As you see the delegation slowly begin to fade away.
I guess that's the thing we promised to do. We're doing right away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unless the other shoe drops and he's like, I decree all of you to leave Cold Rock immediately. This rock is mine.
I eat children.
Finally. Now I have the pick of the grocery store. That's what I call the
You should have
children
let Zarok stay then.
Oh, yeah. Be a nice, like, little break-in meal. I love it.
I told you to bring me the child.
As slowly everyone leaves their postings with their various throngs of people, you're swimming back towards their various places and stations within Cold Rock. You find yourselves alone in the throne room with Inri.
My first decree, I sentence the Stalwart souls to death.
No. I mean, I'm already dead, actually, so you can...
You're like, oh, and then you smile.
Yeah,
like,
quickly
oh,
bite all of us. Turn us into vampires.
My second decree is for the Stalwart souls to find whoever attempted to murder Ganesh.
You don't even need to ask.
This will be officially sanctioned. You will go where you please. No one can bar you. I will work with Amor to try and figure out leads for you to follow. But please, you have done so much. You deserve at least a night's rest.
One day vacation, guys. Woo!
Whippy.
Now, would you have anything for your regent that you need handled?
Okay, so we got the quarantine taken care of pretty quickly, actually, so that's not an issue. Above board, do we have anything that we want addressed?
Do we want to tell him about the potential bad blood between Tithinia and Zarok and be like, hey, you know, maybe somebody should keep an eye on that kid? Yeah.
I think
I can't think of anything else.
The other thing is we haven't told anybody that we are suspecting one of the leaders of the districts to be a bad guy, but...
Or about Lorga.
Yep. Well, we can't say that yet.
Yeah.
No, we absolutely can't say that, especially now. Now that they're the regent, like, we cannot say anything. If anything, we should ask that Inri keeps his bad blood between him and the wilting one. Like, you know, like, tries to be professional at this time, because we don't want anything to cause strife. I don't know.
Yeah.
I believe, Henry, that the most prudent thing to mention is that Tithinia will not be happy that she was not voted for. She was adamant that Zarok was going to cast their vote in her favor. Don't know if there's anything you can do to protect the boy, but I am concerned for some kind of backlash.
Do you believe her so crude with her anger that she would lash out at the boy?
Not directly, but I think you know as well as all of us do that there are ways to make someone's life miserable without ever laying a finger on them.
And there will be a lot of foot traffic through the Tusk district. That's a good point. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I will make sure that it is done, it was seen to. As for our agreement in private, I will contact you in the coming days.
Appreciated.
He nods.
Serena will kind of look back.
Regent, I should hope that you would know best that although you might have your biases, it might be important to keep them towards yourself.
I will do my best. You've all shown me the true teachings that Giselet tried to install in all of his students. We are all cold rocky, not whatever ancestry we came from originally. Without each of us in the community, the whole place falls. Cannot afford bias, especially right now.
She nods. Looks to you guys like real.
Fenris looks like he wants to say something, but he's trying to figure out the way to say it.
You're not going to tell him about Lorga, are you?
No, not it can't be Lorga. It's about the yellow.
That's
and I'm
going
trying
to the grave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a way to broach the subject of the yellow, which I think I have. He will look at Henry, and there is a very stern look in his eyes. Normally they kind of have that starry feature to them, but they almost look completely full, almost like a pair of full moons in his eye as the stars are kind of dulled out by that singular light. And he looks directly into Henry's eyes.
You'll have to forgive me if you have mentioned this before, but what is your history with the yellow?
Yellow? That is an odd question. Well, in truth, I suppose you're going to find it one way or another once I make a request of you. Well, the reason I left the Silver Sails, a child was infected with the plague that affected Hinansho. The yellow and black boil. It is a slow, lingering death. But I could not see them dead. They were the last of a planet that was consumed by the yellow. I had to believe that Bahamut or someone placed them on my path for a reason. I could not see them killed by the same evil. I made a deal for a wish spell to place the child in form of stasis until we can find a way to break its anti-magic curse.
Oh boy. Oh shit.
Now the question is, who did he make the deal with?
You welcome to my follow-up question.
Are you able to say what deal you made?
Give me a persuasion.
My channel divinity still up?
Oh, you know what? I'll give it to you. It's fine.
Bless you. Thank you. Oh! 22.
Pretty good.
The wilting one.
Oh no, that was my fear. I was hoping it was something else.
Of course.
I was hoping like Cezanne, like you made a deal with a devil or a demon. Why?
Oh boy.
Okay, great. Have you already held up your end of the deal?
I see your concern. Yes. He no longer has leverage over me other than the potential power he could throw at me.
I will tell you this in confidence. 2 things. Number 1, there were votes that confused us. Confused me, at the very least. I'm sure you saw the reaction that he and Tithenia had for one another once they were read out aloud.
In truth, I did not.
It seems everyone is trying to make a move on someone else. The second thing that I will tell you in confidence, and the reason why I first levied my question for you, As someone who has been touched by the war, who has seen it up close, and he'll kind of rub his hand where the spikes used to be on his forearm but have now become something that he can actually control. I have been forever scarred by that war, and I can't tell you how or why I feel this way, but the twinge of yellow is on Cold Rock. I just don't know where it's coming from.
He gives you a very earnest and understanding nod. Then we must be vigilant. But, my friends, we have peacefully transferred power. It may not be cause for celebration, but it is at least cause for a break.
Perhaps we retire for the evening, then.
I am certain Amor is waiting on the other side of that door for you.
Is there anything else anyone wishes to relay to our new regent?
I don't think so at the moment.
Perhaps we take our leave and get some rest.
As you're beginning to turn away, Serena, unless you find another to take your place as head of the shrines, there will be a lot of work for you ahead as well.
Hey,
Let's do the
Adler.
paperwork.
Hey, Adler! Wait, Adler's not a vampire. I need to borrow your neck.
Just
Look,
bite him.
I just need a
Yeah.
receptionist and somebody to do all the paperwork for me.
Yeah, so,
Maybe. Joking aside, Kanato's uncle, maybe, like legitimately.
Oh, yeah.
don't they have to be undead,
Maybe.
though?
You know they legally have to be undead for the shrines.
Yeah,
Damn
so
it.
we would need somebody undead.
Sorry, Adler. Time to die.
No. We can't trust anyone, so we'll make one.
Right? We'll make the most
Oh,
capable
man.
person we know.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of looks back. Well, it wasn't just that they were undead. You said they had to be a vampire, right?
Yeah,
They
it
had
was
to
a
be-
vampire specifically.
They had to be, quote, breathless.
Yeah.
So it could be a Warforged.
That's true.
I am.
Amor!
Yeah, right.
We got more shit for you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, do more work. You can be the head of 2 districts.
Dude.
She's gonna turn back and ask.
It will not affect my work with my friends, will it?
It depends on the needs of the people of the shrines. Have you spoken to them?
About that.
About that.
There's nobody there. There's nobody there.
There's nobody there.
Okay, great.
This happened, rather suddenly.
Well,
Yeah.
if you have the opportunity to speak to people who live there, few as there are there to be, tell me of their wants or needs. Perhaps I can make sure that that burden is not held on you. But it would be behooving to either find a replacement or at the very least see what their needs might be, especially after the attack.
She nods. Okay, guys, we either gotta turn someone into a vampire or find somebody breathless.
Ugh.
Otherwise, we're not going to be able to go on cool space adventures in the future if I'm
Fenris-
stuck here doing paperwork.
Fenris does remember one thing in particular.
There was one thing you asked of us, but to keep it private, I assume you will give us the details when you're ready.
Yes, in a few days' time, once preparations are made.
Then we will await your summons.
He nods.
And Fenris will start to leave.
As you do, upon the other side of the doorway to the hall, you do see Amor, eagerly awaiting, holding his staff.
Amor?
Stalwart souls. Oh, I am glad to have entrusted you with that task.
Did not quite go the way that we expected.
But not an unfavorable outcome.
Correct.
I agree. I have a portal ready for you whenever you're ready to return home to the Evis estate.
I suppose we shouldn't keep everyone waiting then.
Or I'm assuming we're the last ones to leave, like all of the other.
You see the various people going through the Tower of Gold, either readying for new work or for ready to leave the Tower of Gold to go back to their various spots within Cold War.
Well, I think I'm ready to go. I'm hungry.
As you see Amor open a portal. On the other side, you see the front of the Evis estate.
Who's running home?
Everyone walk through?
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Fenris is going to hang back for just a second, and once everybody's gone through, he's going to turn to Amor. And he's going to have that same kind of serious look in his eyes.
Thank you.
Now I should be thanking you.
Hopefully, Henry does a good job.
I'm certain he will.
And as he says that, I want to insight him one last time.
Sure.
14.
14. He seems sincere, but there is also something else there.
Yep. Okay. And with that knowledge, Fenris will step through the portal.
And as you do, you find yourselves outside the Evis estate, with what looks like a few of the front windows open as fresh baked goods are being made. You see the Evis parents inside. The moment they see you go through the gate, eagerly urge you to come inside as though they're there to celebrate.
Carl just stumbles forward and just walks up to his parents and just hugs them.
Immediately as you hug, you see a few you see the parents immediately both go to hug Koro as they move a few seats and place settings in the way of each of you to have a dinner with them.
Above board, we should not discuss anything we experience there.
Correct.
At all. Anywhere
Yep.
else. We're not saying shit. So I'm just
Nope.
going to say that right now. We're not talking about
I think
Nope.
we're all so mentally drained anyway that like
We're just like,
it's time
Yeah,
to
so
veg
we-
out and eat.
Serena's like going through flashbacks, like war flashbacks right now.
Mashed potatoes, please.
You see as everyone starts eating a bowl of, or a mason jar of pig's blood placed in front of you, Serena. You see Kalani, Koro's mom, look towards you, Koro. What look does Koro have?
1,000-yard stare of just like.
I've seen some shit.
You see her look towards you as though she's about to ask about your day. Seeing how exhausted you are, she's going to seemingly remove that caution, instead put on a smile. I am certain you've all had plenty of action and an adventure for one day. Let us all just happily eat in silence.
Coro just nods.
And as you hear Koro's father begin to play a violin, you enjoy your meal together and find some long, required and earned peace and rest. For what happens tomorrow, you do not yet know. For tonight, that is where we're going to call it. All of you get an IP.
Oh my god.
Not
Do they
IP.
stack?
All of
We
you
did
get
it.
Inspiration.
a inspiration, and all of you may increase either your sanity or your honor by 1.
I'm gonna
Ooh,
up my sanity.
We did it. We defeated politics. Let's go.
We
You
did.
did
Oh
it.
my god.
I'm gonna up
I
my
can't wait for
sanity.
politics
We
too.
rigged politics.
Yeah.
Honor. I'm gonna up my honor bar one.
Yeah. me
Genuinely,
too.
I am all very proud. I'm very thankful for you guys going through that and just seeing the future of Cold Rock and having a hand in it. So thank you very much.
For good or
Oh.
bad, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
But
don't know whether I should do honor or sanity, because one more in each increases it. Should I go to
Yeah.
0 sanity or 3 honor?
Increasing
Should I
your
go
mind
to
doesn't do
zero?
anything.
Sounds like you're going down.
Yeah, right? I gotta
I-
increase it to 0, huh?
I was a positive in sanity at one point in my life.
One
but
day,
I
long
had
ago.
a very bad run of sanity rolls.
Maybe that's the one you should increase.
Well-
Right? Balance it out from going up and down.
speaking of politics, Bosco, where can I find you? What are you up to?
Oh, they can find me at Ed Bosco V on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and right here on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco. Boy, howdy gee whiz.
Yippee. And Shay, you got anything to say?
Bugs are cool.
Bugs are cool. You can also find her at Fanfur Seeks No Attention in Blue Sky.
They just made a great post. You should go
That's
check it
true.
out.
Rock solid.
About
post.
ladybugs,
We got a
let's go.
rare Fanfur seeks no attention post.
Yeah, I'm just gonna post all the no context bug facts whenever I give them on Monday.
Speaking of someone who just cannot stop posting, we got one level 1 Eevee.
Oh, that's true.
I post everyone. So if you can't find me, it's your own problem.
Damn,
Wow.
skittish you.
Who knew?
No, swing by Thursday for a map page. That'll be fun. We'll figure out something for Archipelago, probably during my birthday week. Come along. Watch
Amazing.
Heartsy.
Sounds fun.
Watch Eevee.
Speaking of
Unless-
fun, Montgomery Glue.
Hi. That was a dense session. I got a lot of stuff going on. Tomorrow will be Vecna. Wednesday, fortunately, be no unexpectables. But Thursday will be Dungeon of the Mad Mage, the point of no return, which is crazy. And then Friday, maybe a game. I'm not sure. I'm doing a lot of miniature painting and Christmas stuff, so I'm a little bit busier off stream right now. And then Saturday, you can catch me and Shay in the court, where my favorite character has been introduced, and it's great. It's a good time. Come and check it out. And then Sunday's my day off. Leave me alone. Monday, I'm gonna wait on Space Marine 2. I'm gonna wait till the new year to start that up. But in the meantime, I'm probably gonna do little pickup games here and there of some other games in the meantime. That's me. And of course, here in the evening, that's me.
All right. And last but certainly not least, we have the very cute Artsy Heartsy.
She's
Hello.
so cute.
Shut up. Twitch, Blue Sky, all the social places. Artsy Heartsy. That's me. What am I doing? I'll be doing Halo with Bosco tomorrow. And
Yeah, we're playing multiplayer.
We are not.
Yeah, and then Evie and I are going to be doing an Archipelago randomizer at some point in like 2 weeks ish, give or
Something like
take. We haven't picked a day yet, but about 2 weeks from now. That'll be fun. And then back here on Monday for more Stalwart Souls.
Stalwart Souls.
Stalwart Souls. And
That's
speaking
me.
of Stalwart Souls, that leaves little me. Catch me where mentioned in the beginning. I do a lot of stuff just about every day. You can see the links to that over on my Blue Sky at Endless Scrim, where I also have the link to the previous VODs. So if you want to catch up or want to see what we did previously, that'll all be there for you. But aside from that, we got to find somebody to raid, and I'm thinking one Octopimp. Unless anyone else got anybody.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, Octa sounds good. Octa's
Yeah.
playing Vintage Story.
Yeah.
Vintage
I think-
Starry.
I think the raid message will be we defeated politics.
We did politics.
We did
We
it.
survived politics is more like it. I don't think we defeated it.
Yeah, survive.
Listen, I'm trying to
politics.
manifest it. I want us to defeat politics.
But aside from that, take care of Octo and have a very good, lovely week. Until we see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Done.
Woo!
Clear?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys.